Hello and welcome to the Life is Storytelling Gamescast. I'm your host, Chris Pierce, joined by my co-host, the co-host of the year 2026 and 2025. I'm mixing things up there. Ernest Gonzalez. Ernest, how you doing today?
Yeah,
Doing
13
bud?
years running now. I really appreciate it. I just want to thank all the little people out there that helped me achieve this. And,
Beautiful, beautiful
you
stuff.
know, this one is for me. It's for me. Yeah.
Next one will be for y'all. This one's for me.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Yeah.
quite well, man.
I'm obviously great because, the award.
Yeah,
But
dude, it's a hell of an honor. Got to imagine.
yeah, just
Um,
riding this high.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know, dude. It was a close race, but Justin flew away and hasn't been on the show in like a year. But we're here to talk some games,
by a
specifically
hair.
some nominations. The Golden Joysticks did announce their nominees and categories for their awards this year, and there's a lot to talk about, both good and confusing. So we'll figure it out there. Luckily, it's not like the Oscars necessarily. It's not like a trending thing where it's like, okay, they won Best Actor over here. They have a better chance to win it over here and stuff like that.
Right. Right. Right.
Um, that would require the gaming industry to like have some type of unison, but that's not going to happen for like decades. So it is what it is. But before we even get to that, we have some birthdays to talk about today because two people share. Well, okay, it's two and a half. I'll explain the half in a minute. There's three birthdays that are happening specifically today that I just never knew overlapped. The first of which, big happy birthday, very special person in our hearts for the show. Guillermo del Toro is one of our favorite directors. Yeah, he's one of our favorites. He's been waiting for us to record about his birthday for years.
Right. Yeah. Our bad on
My bad,
before.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
bad. Luckily, Frankenstein's coming out later this year. Awesome stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, maybe we do a re ranking of his movies when
I'm
we do
ready.
Frankenstein. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so ready. Does it mean
yeah,
we
yeah.
get to watch them again?
Yeah. Oh no, we're not watching Mimic again. I love him, but I'm okay on that for right now.
But
Um,
we have different favorites, which I love.
we do. Our one and two are literally opposite. And if you want to
Right.
know more on that, go listen
Because
to that.
your
I'm
Pan's
Pans.
Labyrinth,
I'm Pan's Labyrinth. Your Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water
Yeah,
is the
man.
best love
Great films.
story just
Great films.
ever.
It's great
Yeah.
stuff. It's great stuff. And again, the practical effects. Honestly, go listen to the reviews of those because it's so
Fishmen
good.
need love.
They do.
You know?
They do.
They
And
do.
also,
Yeah.
Ape Sapien walked so that that guy could crawl. Run. Sorry, that's how that works. But Ernest, that's just one birthday.
Okay.
We haven't had a
Who's the other
wrestling
birthday?
tangent in a minute. Today is Eddie Guerrero's birthday.
Oh, baby.
He's on my
Yes.
Mount
Yes.
Rushmore, one of the best, one of the greats, obviously, especially up there for Texas wrestlers. And yeah, incredible stuff. Obviously,
Just
he's not with us anymore. So,
some of the best Mexican entertainers out there
oh yeah,
that you're mentioning right
I
now,
know. Wait till you hear the
Like,
third. Wait till you hear the third. But yeah, no, we're gonna talk about Eddie
but I
Guerrero.
mean, but Eddie though,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
But
Eddie like changed
dude,
lives, bro.
because like he did the whole like Dom's kind of doing it now. Granted, he's part of a faction that's like heel, and he does do heel things, but people do love him. People love Dom.
Right. Yeah.
Eddie, granted, when he leaned into the heel stuff, like especially when he wanted the custody of Dom, it was great. But dude, and like they recently did like a shout out to it, like his whole thing of like joyfully cheating, like here's the steel chair, acts like you're the one who got hit with it and stuff like that, and it's so awesome. Takes the boot off when Kurt goes for the ankle lock. It's legendary stuff, man.
Yeah. I love that he talks like my dad, you
Does
know.
he? Oh, I
Like,
can hear
hey
it now.
Vato. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happening? Ese? And shit like that. Like fucking so like yeah man no but he would like for the culture like
Yeah,
he's one of the biggest to ever do it like we got Rey Mysterio and stuff like that
of
too but
course.
like I mean those two together probably like put luchador like on the map man because
Right.
like coming from WCW to WWE and
Right.
just like having the kind of impact
And
that
even
they did
before that, ECW. Yeah.
like we know now watching it and knowing way more about the behind the scenes of the
Right.
business, like it's not always an automatic thing that you go from one promotion to another one and you're able to really like skyrocket like that. Like
Right.
there's a lot of people that fall flat on their face, but like
For sure.
that dude just had it, man.
He did.
Yeah,
He absolutely
he's
did.
amazing.
And like like even pre ECW, like I guess it's the Indies. Like I've seen a clip. I don't know if you sent it to me forever ago or if I just saw it on the feeds. Of literally, it was a triple threat of CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero. Very
Yeah,
young, like early
yeah.
20s young.
I think it
Um,
was Indies or like Japan or something
right.
like
It was
that.
not
Yeah, yeah,
WWE. It was nothing like
right.
that. And like, dude, it's look where they obviously with Eddie not being here, a tinge of pain there. But look where they all went from there, and they're
Yeah,
all multi-time world champions. Eddie
legends. Yeah,
Eddie's a legend. Of course, the other two are as well. But just
yeah.
picking on his birthday and whatnot, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Now, the third one. So so the birthday is in Japan. So it is the 10th in Japan right now, and that is Naruto Uzumaki.
I'm familiar with that guy.
Another one who's done a lot for the
And again,
culture.
just some of the best Mexican entertainers of all time.
Believe it. Yeah, yeah,
Believe it.
yeah.
I didn't know he had a birthday.
So for
Which
the
is like a
record,
weird
most
thing to
anime
say about
characters
anyone.
do,
Yeah.
at least main
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
But yeah, his birthday's on the 10th, and it is the 10th in Japan right now. That's why I said half.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about like a really short guy or something.
He was short in this first season.
True.
He was a
True. He
child.
wasn't he wasn't necessarily the tallest. So yeah, children are small
But
most
yeah,
of the time.
man, Guillermo del
Yeah.
Toro, Eddie Guerrero, Naruto Uzumaki. Some would say they're all the same person.
Happy birthday to y'all, man.
All of them, for
There's a lot
sure,
of
for sure. One
similarities.
of them became Hokage. One of them is the greatest directors ever, and one of them is like one of the best wrestlers of all time.
They're kind of
And
all Hokage, you know?
all in our hearts. In
Yeah.
our hearts. Incredible stuff, man. But yeah, literally, it was a chain effect because I saw a Guillermo del Toro post. I was like, no way. And then I saw an Eddie Guerrero post. I was like, no way. And then like Shonen Jump or whatever posted Naruto's birthday. I was like, oh my god.
We got to get like a picture of like their faces on a cliff.
Okay, we need a fourth. I mean, it'd just be easier to Photoshop,
Who
or we're
else's
leaving.
birthday is it
I don't
today,
know.
you know?
I'm sure. I'm sure
Uh
it's somebody's.
Happy birthday, Tiger Woods, and we just throw him up there with like fucking. He's the Hokage of golf, you
That'd be
know.
incredible. That would be incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I
Well,
just obviously the Naruto thing's mainly a joke. But dude,
happy birthday to you three.
Del Toro and Eddie Guerrero, big people that we love. And
Oh
yeah,
man, I need to watch Shape of Water again. I've been wanting to watch Devil's Backbone again.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Good
just a
movie.
cool movie,
It
man. That's a
is.
really
It
good
is. It's
movie.
good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Early Del Toro right there. And yeah, when we did that review, that was my first time seeing it.
Same,
Yeah.
same for me too. Yeah, some Chronos, man. Do you want to live
Also good.
forever, Chris? Oh, dude.
Also good
Okay,
stuff.
yeah.
And that Ron
Let me
Perlman,
just stop so that
dude,
we
you
can.
can't. We can't say not say it. Blade 2.
No, dude. Oh, some of the best use of CGI ever. And I'll stand on
Handshake
that.
and chat and like shading.
It was so good. It was so well done. And
and
I'm not even being sarcastic. Like it was all in the shadows. It was great. It was great.
and there was a suplex. And screw you,
And the
Scud.
betrayer.
Yeah, it's
There's
like we
so
went right
much.
there. We went right
And
there.
peen suckers, bro.
Oh,
Like there's
dude,
just
I
like so
forgot
much that
about the
came
peen
from.
suckers.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
man, if you're just
How'd you
watching
forget about the
videos,
peen
this
suckers,
just
baby?
came to your feed.
And please go listen.
Listen to our
Listen
stuff, man.
to our Del Toro episodes. They're so good. They're
They
so
are good.
fun.
There were a lot of fun, and he's one of our favorite directors for a reason, obviously. And
Yeah.
we're gonna get more of him later this year, so that will be exciting. But Golden Joysticks. We are going to be going over, or we're going to I'm going to be reading out the category and the nominees, and then we're going to talk about them and just kind of go through it. This is the first gaming award um, show of the year, I guess, because obviously we're coming up on getting our nominations for Game of the Year. I understand they might want to take a minute for like the video game awards. But then there's going to be others like the indies, and then I think Dice is later on. But let's go ahead and get into it. And some of these, because it's pretty like all encompassing for a lot of things, because they do include like all PC console stuff like that. Some of these we're not gonna have a lot to speak on because we're only console gamers. If we had more money, we'd be on PC too, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
And if you don't
Yeah.
know, it's get everything. Everything is
I'm
global
working
support.
on that Switch 2 right now, you know?
Right.
Like,
Like I'm gonna
yeah.
like I just learned I have to like pay like a mortgage to get like arcane skins for that 2XKO. So I just it's gonna be it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah,
Uh
man.
it's a lot.
But, maybe someday we'll get sponsored and we'll cover PC games. Sure.
And
Yeah,
this is how you
sure.
know
Why not?
we're not PC people. PC sponsor.
PC sponsor,
PC
just the
sponsor.
PC guys, if they could like send us over a PC from the PC store,
For the PC
it'd
on
be
the
great.
PC store on my PC birthday. Okay. So the first award, it has a lot of nominees, so bear with me. I'll tell you, you know what? I'm just gonna say Grand Theft Auto 6 is on the list. When I say that, we're at the end of it. You might know already. So this is most anticipated game. There is Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, OD Knock, hell yeah, Hell Let Loose, Vietnam, Marvel's Wolverine, Kingdom Hearts 4, Crimson Desert, The Blood of Dawnwalker, I forgot that was coming out, Saros, Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, Light No Fire, Subnautica 2, Exodus, 007 First Light, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Black Myth, I don't remember how we pronounce it. Zonqui? Does that sound right to you?
I think Quay.
It might
I
be.
mean,
It
but
might also not start with. Well, it starts with a Z, but it might be not
but
pronounced with a
it's
Z.
the new Black Myth
The new
though.
Black Myth,
Yeah.
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 The Witcher 4, Resident Evil Requiem, also known as Resident Evil 9, and then, as I said before, Grand Theft Auto 9. Obviously, a lot of things to be like excited for. But what do you think
Right.
of this list? Do you think there's anything on here that you're like, what? Well, you're missing this. Obviously, like if Grand Theft Auto wasn't on here, it's like, what are you looking? What are you doing?
No, man, that's a very like I get why the list is so
Right,
extensive.
right.
It's a lot of good games right there,
It is. Well,
like
hopefully, but yes.
or yeah, what are supposed to
right,
be good games.
right.
And I think there's like because a lot of those on there you're going over them and it's like, oh, that's a banger, but the whole time in the back of my head I'm thinking but Grand Theft Auto,
It's gonna win, probably.
and I'm like it between us, it's probably OD, I would think, but like, and take
It's
the
tough.
time, look at that, correct me if you're wrong,
No, I
but
think
like,
you're right
yeah,
because it's also the
but
newest
like,
thing that's been announced on this list.
with all of the world, and like
Right,
to give it an award and stuff,
right.
the whole thing is like, oh, this before Grand Theft Auto. Nobody says like, oh, we're getting this before, you know, Blood of the Dawn Walker or
Not even
whatever.
Silk Song. No one was even like, we're getting this before Silk Song. Like that wasn't even a
Right,
thing,
right.
and
Yeah,
that reached
that's
an
the
iconic level of
like the
hype.
world is like holding its breath waiting
Right,
for a Grand Theft Auto. I think they deservedly get it.
for sure.
But but man, what an awesome, we're so spoiled as gamers.
We 100%
There's
are.
so many good games coming out.
Because though, like,
Uh
it's not like at the top of the list necessarily. I am very curious about Blood of the Dawnwalker, coming from those previous
Same.
Witcher devs and whatnot. But you're
And
absolutely right. OD Knock.
that makes me think, was Witcher 4 on there?
Yeah, it was one of the last ones.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Got
I'll
you.
tell you right
So
now,
yeah,
as
I'm
much as
just
I
trying to
love
think
OD
of
Knock,
anything that might have been left off.
if
But
they had said just even as a filler Cyberpunk 2, it would be the.
oh man, no, because that would make it official, Chris. We can't be doing
It's
that
true.
kind of stuff
It's true.
around
But
here,
like they've already
man.
said they're working on the sequel. We just don't have a title.
Yeah, but I feel like there has to be like a trailer
Oh, for
at
sure.
least or
Like they did,
something,
like they did the cinematic for Witcher 4, for sure. I
Right,
understand. Because we knew that
right,
they
right,
were pulling to make Witcher before we got, oh, it is called Witcher 4 and stuff like that.
right.
And we're totally, but I haven't said it, but there's going to be the full remake of 1 that we're also getting. And I imagine we get that before that. So,
And like there's those games. So like you could say like we know that they're working on a new Elder Scrolls. At least they have some people dedicated to it,
and that has had a trailer. So,
And
yes.
it's not here
Oh my
because
God.
what
You're
was it,
right.
like a title?
Yeah. And it had the dragon in the
Right.
background. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That was announced like
and like
5 years
that's
ago.
it, and they're like, doesn't count,
And that was
because
announced more
otherwise I
recently
would
than
think it would
Kingdom
be on
Hearts
that
4.
list.
Wow, that's wild. I didn't even
Um,
think about it. I didn't even think
you know
about it. That's
what?
crazy.
How about I'm trying to remember the name of it right now, but it's Orange Box. not
Oh,
Orange Box,
Half-Life
but
3.
the Half-Life esque one,
What do you
that's
mean?
coming out. There's a new game coming out, and it's
Like
from the
Half-Life?
same people.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
like
I don't
Half-Life.
remember.
There's the three different villains, and you can go or like potential allies, but one of them is going to be a villain.
Oh,
You know
no.
what I'm talking
I
about?
think you're thinking about the one that's from the BioShock developer,
Oh,
Judas.
BioShock. My bad. I said
Yeah.
Half-Life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. And
Yes,
you know what?
but
You're right. I think that should also be on here.
even though I can't remember the name right now, it's Judas.
Judas. Yeah, that's what I just said.
Judas.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
you're,
I didn't hear
you're
you.
good. You're okay.
I
You
was
were
so
thinking.
lost trying to
You were
like
thinking.
find
You were
it in the
thinking.
files right here. But
Yeah, that is
yeah,
honestly
Judas.
pretty surprising. I'm really excited for Light No Fire. Do you remember what Light No Fire is? They have,
Remind me.
so that is the next game from No Man's Sky developers, Hello Games.
Oh,
Where it's
got you.
literally the first open world game. It's going to be the size of the
It's
planet,
going to be a whole world,
whole world.
is the
Yeah,
idea. Right.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
I'm excited
And
for that.
again, I mean, it's very much how I felt with No Man's Sky in that, like, the concept sounds amazing. Like,
Mhm,
if you can pull this off, it's going to be great, you know?
mhm.
But the problem with the No Man's Sky release when it first came out was
There's a
that,
lot.
like, we were kind of promised all these things and
Mhm.
then they weren't present,
Right,
Like, it's not all you built it up to be. Cause again, like, the concept is one of the best things I ever imagined. I was
right.
on No Man's Sky like day one,
Me and Justin were
and
too, and yeah, there was no multiplayer.
like I
But yeah,
think the first 5 hours maybe I was like, wow, and then it
yeah,
just like plateaued like
right.
crazy.
Because
So
yeah, I think your starting point's always going to be the same because it's like a tutorial. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Granted, that launch, like you said, um, was it's rocky because things weren't there that we were expecting. Like it ran, people weren't crashing. Like it wasn't cyberpunk, and like it wasn't the like some could argue it was worse because it was almost like lies. But bear in mind, so many years have passed, so much has been added to the game, it has been constantly supported. Like anytime they've won like best ongoing game, you and me have been like, yeah, we don't even play it. We're just like, yeah, we get it.
but
Yeah.
when a game has a launch like that
Mhm.
and that developer is coming out with a new game, do you feel like it's kind of like an essential conversation that we have that like when Witcher 4 is coming out,
Mhm.
are we going to start talking about like, well, what is this launch going to be like considering how their last game was?
So it is worth bringing up, and I mean we're doing it right now. But
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
same time, there is a thing about there's such a thing as like good faith, and you have to earn it back. You have to earn it back. How you feel about No Man's Sky or whatnot. I mean, for me, as someone who has gone back, not nearly recent, like there's still tons of
Yeah.
updates I haven't gone through, and it's
Yeah.
not to say I got to the end of the game even with the most recent, like the updates I went on. I touched it. I had like a weekend on it or something. Um, but like I would say I have faith in them. Granted, it is like a double-edged sword because literally though I have all the faith in the world now, talking about Hello Games specifically, with the launch of because we don't have Witcher 4 yet, with Light No Fire, I I'm at a point where I feel I can trust them to have learned lessons because I feel like with the support they've provided to their game, we've seen that. Granted,
Kind of in both situations, right? Like
right,
these are two of the best
right. This
comeback
applies to
stories
both.
in gaming.
This applies
Right.
to both. And Hello Games did it without an anime, and a smaller team. So I mean that
True.
is also
Yeah.
something. And every single update they put out has been free.
Mhm.
Um, and so and this is what I mean by the double edged sword because I have all the faith that it's going to launch well. Like I'm not really worried about it. Like of course I'm thinking about it, but like I'm not worried about it. But if there
Mhm.
is an issue at launch that's anything like it was, in terms of lies, talk about Hello Games or whatnot, because I don't think it was directly supposed to be a lie. Like they whatever, we're not going to get all of it. But like if it does have a rough launch, at that point, it's not a three strike game, it's a two strike because at that point it's like, oh, I don't trust you ever again. And
Right.
unfortunately, I do
Right,
think
right.
that also goes for Cyberpunk. Now, as harsh as that sounds, I don't think it's going to happen. I have all the faith in the world that we've seen both of them being CD Project Red with Cyberpunk and Witcher, and Hello Games with No Man's Sky. we don't get to where those games are now without them showing us like quality, without them showing us a chance to learn. And obviously,
Right.
the other thing, the other elephant in the room is there was interference that was pushing for Cyberpunk to come out at a specific date when developers were outright saying we don't
We're
think it's
not
ready.
ready. Yeah.
Right.
It's
Then
not a
they
ready game.
and those same people were pushing for let's show the PS5 footage for the PS4 trailer and stuff like that. And it's just like again lies. So it's like and then I mean those launches are what they are. So I mean we'll see obviously, but again I have all the faith. I think they've earned the faith, and we're gonna see where it goes. Like right now, obviously CD say Witcher 4 right now is a day one title for me, 100%.
Yeah. Easy.
Um, the thing with the thing I will say about Light No Fire, because when No Man's Sky came out, they didn't immediately say it's gonna have multiplayer. It was hinted at, and they're like the way that trailers were showed, it did kind of manipulate you to think so, and it
I
is added in.
remember
Yeah,
the language you can run into another person in a
yeah,
universe. Like
yeah, yeah.
there's the potential for running into another person or
Right.
something.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And like, but like literally, it was just kind of seeing like somebody's ghosts and stuff like that, like they're phasing through. And even then,
Yeah,
like
but
it
they were
is, it
like,
is
this
like
thing's expansive though. So like
right,
it's low chances and
right, right, right.
ah, I don't know.
But out,
It's not how
out
it
right
was
off
set
the
up.
bat, when they announced Light No Fire, it's immediately being broadcast as a multiplayer game. I don't know if it's on the scale of like you're running into other players, but you can play with the squad. And that's I
Mm,
say that to say this. With that being the case, it would depend on if y'all are ready to hop on it because I do want to play this with a group. I do think it's going to
yeah,
be a really awesome experience just to go through that and literally like you're just going over the planet and everything. With it being like it's I feel like it's so dumb to say like oh this is such a smaller game than No Man's Sky. Obviously, in an aspect it is, but like that it's not going to be a small game. Like it's a whole
right,
planet.
right.
Like, bro, go walk down the street to your gas station. You're gonna sweat. It's hot. No, I'm joking.
It's hot. It's
It's
hot,
hot out
bro.
there. It's hot out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna burn them
We know
calories, man.
it's like nearly mid-October, but like, yeah, it's hot
Oh
for
well,
sure.
sorry, and I'm also speaking in regards to Texas. Uh,
Yeah, I hope in that game you can go to San Antonio and melt. That'd be
dude,
real
imagine just living that
realistic, you
life.
know?
Nah,
Yeah.
that'll be in Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Also, if there had been an update on it or any kind of update on it, Kingdom Hearts 4 would have been the top of my pick for this for most anticipated. But there's just been nothing.
There's been
So
nothing on it. Yeah.
nothing, nothing,
I'm
nothing.
still playing the first one
Look at you, big man. You got time.
slowly but surely
Slowly.
around other games.
There
But I told Justin I'd beat it so that he could play Final Fantasy.
you go.
Um,
Well, Final Fantasy
that's
Rebirth.
our try. I have to play Kingdom Hearts for him to play the newest
Right.
what's it
Rebirth.
called?
Final
Rebirth.
Fantasy. Yeah.
Um, but it was is Metroid 4 out?
It comes out in December. So no, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
on this list.
It's
But
not?
to be fair, none of the games on this list are coming out this year.
Okay. So it's
So that
like
might be it
not
doesn't
for
I
this
don't I
year,
don't
I
have
guess.
a list of like the stipulations for each rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of these are next year or no release date yet. So yeah.
Okay.
But
All right.
moving on to the next one. And honestly, do we incorporate this award? Because I haven't thought about it. Best trailer. I like
I
that.
love that.
I
I
like
love
that.
that. Yeah.
Um, the rest of these are much more manageable lists. So this one, you're gonna love the first announcement here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 CG trailer. Romeo is Dead. We talked about that a good bit. Announcement trailer. The Expanse Osiris Reborn announcement trailer. Rhythm Doctor release date trailer. I shouldn't laugh. I don't know what it is. Uh, Battlefield 6 live action launch trailer. And then, of
Mm,
course, Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 2, the most recent one, where you really get to see the two protagonists. Well, I'm sorry, the quote unquote two protagonists. Yeah. But I love the category. I love the category like a
yeah.
lot. I don't know if we'll incorporate it this year now because I'm just like that's something I need to be on the lookout for all fucking year.
It's all, but it's like research wise, it's not so bad. It
That's
sounds like
true.
not the hugest set. Like maybe you spend like an hour there looking up like ones that you remember being good,
But like,
you
what if
know?
there's some indie game you played like at the beginning of the year that just had a really banger trailer, and that's what we're
Yeah,
going off of
man.
here? I don't know.
Yeah. Cause like, but I'm like right now I'm thinking about Skate Story
Oh,
because
dude.
I just watched
Oh,
it
dude.
today
Yeah, right.
and
That
Oh, dude,
trailer,
it looks
that
so
whole thing
awesome.
looks so cool.
It
Yeah.
looks so cool. Yeah,
And what
yeah,
a
and like with the
year.
music and the way that it's cut and
Yeah.
everything is just like a very good
And
trailer,
even
you
the
know. But
premise, just like to see all that, like it's just like there's an aesthetic there. What a year
because
to
they're kind of
get
like explaining the game to you, like
right.
devour the moon and all this stuff, like as you're
Yeah.
going through it. Like, oh, dude, it's
But
awesome.
this
Yeah,
year we
it's
got
really
Tony
good.
Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster. We got Skate early access. And now we're getting Skate Story. And it's
Yeah,
just weird.
it
It's just
because there
weird.
wasn't a lot of skateboarding games for a good
No, there
while.
wasn't. And
Like
like obviously
we were in
like
a drought.
there were some delays here. Like Skate was
Mhm.
supposed to launch I think last year, and I don't think it was originally going to launch in early access. Never going to fight against that because obviously you're trying to make something good there. So do what you can. And I wish more early access would come to console. Along
It's
with
almost like
that.
last year when we got like all the Pinocchio stuff at the same time.
Oh, word, word, word,
We
word.
got like Lies of P, Pinocchio,
Pinocchio.
and live action Pinocchio.
Oh, from Disney. That's right.
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
Oh yeah, they did that. but
Tom
um,
Hanks is at
but
it
the Grand
again.
Theft Auto again, Grand Theft
I think so
Auto
too.
trailer
Uh,
is awesome. It
it
looks
is.
amazing. It's beautiful, which I think is more attributed to the game, but again, it just the way that it displays like the things that are actually going to be in this game. Because that first trailer that we had was like a hype trailer, straight up.
It was.
Like there
It
was
was.
there was maybe like a bit or two of story in there, but
Right.
like
And it
the
was
way
leaked,
that they
so
show
it's like
off
yeah.
the characters and everything is just it already has me invested in like who these people are and stuff
Right.
like that. I want to see their whole thing they got going on. I'm down for like a good Bonnie and Clyde story, and they put that on display
Yeah.
very
Yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And I think you're absolutely right. I think it's gonna be oh man, next year's Game Awards is gonna be so interesting.
it's gonna be a lot of Grand Theft Auto,
It's gonna
man,
probably be a
probably
lot of
like,
Grand Theft Auto.
but like it should be. It should like considering how expensive this game is and like how
I don't
much
want to
work
say that.
has
We
gone
don't even
into
know what
like
we're
what they're
about to
doing.
pay for it, so we'll see what that looks like.
Right,
But I do
but
want to
like
shout out Romeo is a Dead Man because that was like a indie title that just looks ridiculous, and I do think that's
it's
really cool.
insane.
Yeah,
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 yeah, because and again, like it's very much because of the concept. It's crazy,
uh-huh.
but the art in there, man, and the
Yeah.
way it's spliced, and I remember good music. I couldn't tell you what song it was right now, but
Well,
like
yeah,
I remember it being some like crazy banger stuff.
right.
So yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I forgot about that game until right now,
Same
and
because I don't think there's a
and
release
like
date yet.
just
So,
I'm picturing it perfectly in my head right now. Like yeah,
so oh, I think I know why. So I now have my first like question mark. I'm gonna read it and we'll talk about it. So best
okay,
adaptation. Sonic the Hedgehog 3,
hmm
Secret Level, the show on Prime, a Minecraft movie, Last of Us Season 2, Arcane Season 2, Devil May Cry. My question mark was why is Arcane on here? And when you look at it, Arcane Season 2 came out November of last year.
right.
So I'm pretty sure
So
this
they
is
didn't
gonna
have time to
right.
nominate it for
Right.
this.
So that's
Right,
why this
right,
is on
right.
here. So I'm very curious because that's usually like a recipe for losing. And
Like
that means
being
nothing about the
too far
product.
in the
Right.
past.
That's why
Yeah,
like award season is, and I hate it that they get in my spooky month, but October to December, everyone's trying to put their movie out so that it's front of mind for the
like
Oscars.
recency bias
Right.
type stuff.
Right, right,
Right.
right. And
Yeah.
obviously you have some miracles like Everything Everywhere All at Once, which came out like in the first part of that year, and you just remember it.
My like
It
I don't
wasn't
know. I don't want
January.
to guess at it.
I
I
want to
don't want
say
to
it
guess
was
at it.
either March or around there because it was a few
Yeah.
months in. But it was very early. It was very early. Nowhere near October. So like, and that's not the only one. I'm sure it's just the one that I remember the clearest.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously we were podcasting and stuff, but so I will say for me, I would love Arcane season 2 to win here. Obviously, it's great. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Um, there's just part of me that's just like, it had its time.
Like it's one enough because it got a Golden Globe or whatever.
Oh, it won multiple Emmys. They won Emmys.
Emmys.
I did
Okay,
win some
yeah.
Globes, I believe, as well. Um, but Emmys just has a lot of different specific awards for like short form TV, long form TV, short form
Right, right.
animated, all stuff like that. Um, but do you automatically go for Arcane season 2 here?
I need to hear some of them
I'll
again.
go first.
What's like something
Okay.
that really stands out?
The only one I wouldn't want to read out again is most anticipated. We're past that. So, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Secret Level, a Minecraft movie, Last of Us Season 2, Arcane Season 2, and Devil May Cry.
No, yeah, it's Arcane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If I was to pick one behind it, like to go off, because again, like it was our pick last year, like, and it lost to Fallout, and no one's mad. First of all, Ella's winning.
Right.
Ella's just winning right here.
Yeah.
She's in both.
Goated.
But regardless, both are great shows, and that's awesome. Um, it's just in my mind, I'm like, I talked plenty. I made a whole award in our award show based off of just parts of that show. So I just feel like we've talked it to death. But we talked it to death because it's fantastic. It's
It's
really
really good.
really good.
Yeah.
So of course I would love to see it get some more shine here. But if it was not to, and it's complete bias, I would probably go Devil May Cry.
Minecraft. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry, what?
and I've actually seen Minecraft. You haven't yet. Uh,
I
I would go Devil May Cry, but I would imagine. So my thing here is what I think is going to happen. It's really hard to beat Last of Us. I have my own opinions on that. You can hear my opinions on that. We have a review on that. But I do think Last of Us is a tough one to compete with. But and I mean this with no negativity or anything about Last of Us season two. I just think Arcane is just a so much more impressive show. I'm also biased towards animation, but if you've watched Arcane season, like it, there is a
but
benefit to like the last season of something of as opposed to the middle season of something. So yeah, it's just going for big bucks, no whammies. You know what I mean?
I don't think you can completely count out Secret Level. There's a lot
Fair.
of really good stuff
Oh,
in Secret
absolutely,
Level.
absolutely.
Like
I just
like
think when it comes because adaptation, it's such a newer thing, right?
mhm.
Um, because like if you in an ideal world, there's not just a best adaptation award. There's a best narrative in adaptation. There's a best performance in adaptation. You like branch it out. Um, I'm the person, the odd man out, who's like the award shows aren't long enough. But I I do think one thing that because it's just one award, right? Best adaptation. I do think they're going to look at narrative here, and if you have a solid narrative going all the way through, I think you just have a better shot. I would love if Secret Level won. Because that would be really cool. I don't think it's going to automatically. Granted, I now realize, and I should have. I don't know the Golden Joysticks. I've never watched them. I don't necessarily know 100% how those wins are like decided, stuff like that. Because we're gonna have some questions about an award later. That like, how did you get here? Uh,
Right. Definitely.
but
Especially like I don't know if we could get Arcane in here for a nominee, bro.
right,
Like, come on,
yeah, but I
come
mean, I
on.
think
But we'll get there.
we were able to make sense of
We'll,
it pretty quick because yeah,
we'll
this
get there
because
though.
Arcane is in November because literally Fortiche just announced they're gonna have an event 1 year after Arcane, where they're gonna have like a bunch of docu series on their YouTube about going them on the behind the scenes. A lot of skins are coming back for a lot of collabs in different games. They haven't announced the Fortnite one yet, but if that happens, maybe I will buy a skin there just to have a thing for this
For four,
game. Yeah, I don't get
yeah, you
because
do play Fortnite,
because
so
I don't see us going back to what's the one we played? The
I never
oh
played
shoot.
Fortnite with you, Chris.
No, I know that, but like Frag Punk, you said is the more fun version of it. Oh, it starts with a
Oh,
V.
Valorant.
Yeah, right. Valorant had some stuff for that, and like the stuff I did see in it was really cool. But it wasn't like necessarily skin wise. Um, and then on top of that, like I'm not gonna play Rifts Apart or whatever that is. I don't want to. I
Right.
really don't want to play League.
You don't
That's
want to
just,
play a MOBA. Yeah.
right. No, 100%,
Right.
and especially that MOBA. But yeah,
Or else would be on Pokemon right now.
we were on that weekend one. We were.
We did. Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, I do, and again, I mean, all the love to Arcane season two. It's a great series. It's a great franchise, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. Um, okay, moving on next.
But yeah, Arcane. Arcane for me.
No, it's Arcane season two.
Arcane season 2 for
I'm
me
just playing.
then.
I'm just playing.
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
specifically, not season 1. No.
So this is interesting, and I'm now realizing we're going to be looking at this being like because these some of these are awards that we don't see other places. Um, some of these, and I'm going to do my best to read these correctly, but
And I
this
am going into all of these blind. Chris
right.
wanted my live reaction to these, so I
I did.
avoided them. So
And this is
I'm
also
ready.
going to be half blind for me because I don't know what some of these things are. This award is best hardware. Um, AMD Ryzen 9. I'm not reading the rest of those numbers.
Yeah. Okay.
Razer Blade 16. Elgato Facecam 4K. WD Black SN 8100 NVM. And here we go. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller and Nintendo Switch 2. Um, Granted, like I know what Elgato is, and I mean it's a face. It literally says what we're talking about here. I can't believe because when I first started this, I just assumed it was different forms of like console, like whether it be a computer or something like that. But like a face cam's not that.
Yeah, and I
That-
think the AMD thing, that's like a, it's some computer part, bro. Like it's
right,
not a,
right.
yeah.
I mean, celebrate what you can.
I don't
These are
know
people
nothing
making
about
these.
PCs, so like I
But I'm
can't
gonna
tell
go
you
ahead and
what
say Switch
any of that stuff
2.
is.
Do you have any opinion on
Well, I wouldn't have figured that, man. But
it?
like, what's your experience been with this so far, though?
The Switch 2?
Yeah,
It's been good. I'm about to be back on it.
is it
Um,
like noticeably better? Are there things
then
that
the
are
Switch 1?
noticeably
Yes,
improved than the Switch? Yeah,
absolutely. I will say, because bear in mind, we know the Switch is old. Switch 1 is quite old. Um, and so it had with what we have with the Switch 2, it is just a very noticeable upgrade. Hold on. Mom, you've had enough. She's just chugging water back there. Um, she's back at it. It's okay. She needs to hydrate. But with the Switch 2, what I've played on it has been really good. So I think the big thing for me is going to be when I do play this new Pokemon. Because granted, I didn't play the last one day one. They didn't patch anything. Scarlet and Violet. They didn't patch anything when I hopped on there. So I'm gonna really get a test of like the difference there. Because from what I understand, there is a patch for it to play on Switch, the Scarlet and Violet on Switch 2, and that's like some people who've tested it out that have money to double dip. I'm not double dipping on a game that crashed on me before I picked my starter.
yeah.
It's supposedly very noticeable, and this game is built with the idea of Switch 2 in mind. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a real test of this. But what I have played on it, whether it be something that was made for it with Donkey Kong Bonanza or Mario Kart Worlds, or when I tried some of my other games that I just own digitally, like Metroid Prime Remaster, um, Okami, stuff like that, just to hop in there, just run around. It's noticeable. It's very noticeable, and I will say I don't think I have the eye that's just immediately able to be like, oh, that dropped 2 frames per second. Like
Oh
sometimes
yeah,
like when it
yeah.
chugs, I mean, sure, I noticed that. And plenty of times I was able to see like, oh, this is a Switch doing Switch things. Um, but that's just to say like I'm not the hardest guy to please.
Have you
But
used the little mouse feature yet?
no. And to
No.
be quite fair, I I didn't anticipate so going in. Granted, I hear it's supposed to be really good from the demos that were available for Metroid Prime 4. And Justin's even planning to try out Metroid Prime 4 with the mouse feature as well. So I will most likely give it a shot with that. But with the
Yeah.
first game I had for this being a racer, I was like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That
was
makes
like,
sense.
no.
That
Why
makes
would I
sense.
do
Yeah.
that? And I've heard the Switch 2 Pro controller is really good. And I was at the point of like, I was even thinking about getting one. But Justin might have an actual Pro controller that I could just have. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Like I'm wanting a pro controller
Well,
for the Switch when I get it.
that's fair.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
Like I mean, Joy Cons are cool for stuff that needs Joy Cons, but
Right.
just playing like a regular game with the little, it feels small for
I feel
me.
you.
I
I feel you.
guess.
I feel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just where I'd go with that with the Switch 2. And I'm obviously biased, I guess is the right word for that.
I bet some PC shit wins though. I
Maybe.
bet it does.
And I'm not
Yeah.
going to talk shit because like if I don't know what you are, maybe that's just because I'm not near like your tax bracket.
And because I know, yeah, and because I know like some of that stuff, like I've seen, you see Cyberpunk on PC with the ray tracing on and all this type of
Right,
stuff.
right.
And I know like some of that stuff is possible because of like those things that are
Yeah.
nominated.
Mhm.
And like it's beautiful, dude. Like the power behind that stuff graphically and stuff, like it's
Right.
wild.
Right.
So
And that's why
yeah.
PC still has the best graphics. And that's what the whole joke is like. I understand that you're saying PC can run better than console, but does your PC run better than console?
Yeah,
Because it
yeah,
costs a
yeah.
lot. It does cost a lot of money to
and
get that
and
top end
because
stuff.
like as soon as they come out with that stuff, it's all sold out, and which I
Right.
understand. Like PS5 was sold out for ever. It was a
PS5 and
whole hassle
Xbox.
to get
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
stuff like that. But like they run into that with every single computer part that they drop, it feels like.
right.
So
And then the
and
things are
it's
just getting more
like a
expensive.
yearly upgrade type of thing. So
Yeah.
like to stay current with that type of stuff is wild. So
But do you have a pick from here, or is that your pick that you just think it's a PC thing?
I the first thing you said is AMD something or
AMD
other.
Ryzen 9, and then there's
I'll
some
put
numbers
it on
after
that. That's
that.
where I'm
Okay,
putting my money.
there you go.
We'll
Put it
see.
all on black. This next one we can speak to, and I bet I know which one you're going to say isn't going to win. So, best early access: White Knuckle, I don't know what that is, Skate, Repo, Nine Kings, Schedule 1, and Grounded 2. I've only played two of these, but you've played one with Bing Skate.
Right, I played one.
And he does have a full review of a granted early access review up there, up on
Right.
our TikTok. Go check that. Well, up on our socials. Please
I
go check that
didn't
out.
give it a score.
Right. And I think that's the best way to do it. Once
And
they finish
there
it,
was still somebody in the comments that was like, "How are you going to judge it off early access?" And I'm like,
right.
"Oh man!" Like I gave so many disclaimers, but
People should.
like I
People
hope they
understand.
improve those things that I didn't like about it.
Right.
Which, like, if you haven't seen the TikTok, it's pretty much great mechanics. Like when you're on the skateboard doing tricks, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Aside
Yeah.
from that,
The mechanics are so good. Yeah.
it's a husk. It's a
It is.
husk of a game right now. You know,
It is.
it very desperately needs to be filled out with more and smoothed out. Like things that I didn't get to talk about because I only had 3 minutes and I
Yeah.
cut it 2 minutes and 59 seconds. But like there's just constantly people just like glitching in and out like of like
I see.
buildings and stuff like as you're skating around. There's like the just I know they're not going to redo the voice acting. I know this is what they're going with and it's some of the worst. It's like
Yeah.
some of the worst I've heard in a long time.
Oh,
And
buddy.
I don't like when I say that about games because I feel like voice actors come out here, they work hard and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I don't want to like disrespect craft or nothing, but
Right.
holy
Yeah.
Jesus, man, that stuff is really bad. It's really bad. And then even the idea behind a lot of the characters is very silly.
Yeah.
And it's just people like in your ear and stuff. You don't like see anyone.
No,
It's
we're talking about Skate or Armor Core 6?
we're
Oh.
talking about skate, you
Just playing.
punk. But
No, I'm just playing with you. But
no,
yeah,
but same stuff though. Like, yeah, yeah. And because I
on
hadn't thought
that
about
part.
that
But
before you brought it to my attention in Armored Core.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you put me on game, dog.
Hey man, one of my
Which
favorite
ones have you
things
played? You
about
played
From
Grounded. I know you
Grounded Two
played
is the only
Grounded.
other one I played. That's the only one.
Okay. Oh, because you
Um,
got on skate as well. That's right.
yeah. But real quick on my tangent there, one of my favorite things about FromSoft are the NPCs and the fact that you interact with them. Solaire, one of my guys, one of my dudes.
Right.
Love him. Love Havel. There's a whole list. You go to Bloodborne, you get even more. And it's just I love those interactions, and I do feel like that's not what ended up like something else was coming out, and I was just like I can't do this right now because I know it was like in between two things, and I want to say it was Liza P, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it might have been actually.
and then, yeah, I was like, this is the closest I'm ever getting to a Bloodborne sequel. Everyone is dead to me. But, but yeah, just wanted to shout that out there. But yeah, Grounded 2, granted, I did play it for like in terms of like how many hours I put into it, I played it for like a week. Because I
Hmm.
would hop on it after we get off Grounded 1. When we got towards the end.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah, because I
Because
started
going
really
back
enjoying
to Grounded One wasn't that
it. It was
like
rough.
a little bit of a shock? Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Yeah.
When you're at the point, because literally first of all, you know the map's already bigger. And it's crazy because Grounded One's huge, as it should be. You're tiny and you're in a backyard, but you're in a park. And granted, you're in a chunk. Like it's a whole unit. You see the circle and you see what's going to be filled out as the game progresses, game development progresses. But literally, just when you hop in there and you immediately get something called the Omni tool, and it takes the place of you can just go up and hit a button to chop something as an axe. You're not building an
Instead
axe.
of building each and every
Right,
tool, you
right.
just have
You
the
still
whole
make your
thing in one.
weapons,
Right.
but your tools, granted, you do have to get like materials to upgrade them. You still have to do that. But literally you just go up, oh, I need to hammer this, hit X. What a change that is. So many times as we were going through Grounded 1, like, oh, I accidentally threw this out of my inventory. Oh my God.
Oh,
Did I throw
dude.
it? Where is it? It's not in my inventory
Especially
anymore.
me, especially me. Jeez.
But like
And it took
even
up like 5 or 6 like different
right, it's taking
inventory
up your
slots, and
inventory slots.
inventory is like one of the biggest things in the whole
100%.
game.
100%.
So,
And that's not to say
yeah,
that that is a bad thing for Grounded 1, because all of that, as you're just
it's
saying,
survival.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense. But quality of life is such a thing, a huge thing for games like this. And
Yeah.
literally, like, as I was in this, I knew I wasn't going to get very far. Um, but like there was already new bugs, some returning bugs. I love some of those noises, like, like I love the
The
Weevil, man.
Weevils.
Love me the Weevil.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm very excited to go into this when Grounded 2 is completed and we can go through it, because they've been gradually supporting it. Literally during, it's not E3 anymore, but it's like that week of game announcements that they do. Like everyone has their own showcase and stuff. I was listening to an interview with the developers, and they use that to announce, oh, today we're dropping in a new boss fight. It's a tarantula. Someone lost their pet tarantula in the park, and you see the gameplay, and it's like, what the hell is this? This is Dark Souls, because literally they're showing the gameplay, and it's already wild that you have mounts. Like literally, you can mount an orb weaver spider, which is one of our first like walls in the game.
Our nemesis.
Right.
Yeah.
Before the wolf spider, and it's just like, oh, he's so small compared to the tarantula. It's like, oh my God. But like all I could think of is, granted, again, go listen to our review. We have a video on that one. Um, there were some things towards the end where it didn't really point us in the direction of like giving us the chance to succeed in the way we wanted to. It's
Right.
still overall a great experience, and I do think from what I'm seeing in Grounded 2, like obviously a great time for us to get on Grounded
Even
1.
better experience,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Because I think the
Yeah.
recipe's there to just, it's going to be awesome stuff.
I don't know the criteria for it. Like you were saying, like what qualifies or doesn't, but
Uh-huh.
we had early access with a rematch earlier this year,
Oh, we
and
did.
it was so much fun. That was so
That's
much
fair.
fun. I love that game. I got back on it the other day. It's still good. Um,
So I don't think
I
so. It wasn't early access. So that was like a weekend demo, the trial that we did.
was it a beta,
Yeah, it was a
and that
weekend we
doesn't
hopped
count.
on, and then
Okay,
it went away.
okay,
Because I remember like I had, because my power went out the second night we were on it, and then we weren't able to get back on it the next day because it ran out.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
But I will
still on
also
it that
say,
day. I'm sorry.
none of these. No, you're fine. But none of these games are out. Like I'm pretty sure
Right.
that's why Hades 2 is
So
not
like
on
they're
here.
currently in early
Early and
access
early
right
access. Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Right, right, right.
So
Yeah.
I think that would be a big thing there. Okay, these are the two I want to end on, so I'm gonna scroll past these. Here's another fun thing. And this is kind of what I was talking about with like the adaptation award, like how you can eventually. I would love to see that branch out a little bit, man, because there's
Yeah.
things in
Oh, like
adaptation,
best animation,
right?
best live
Stuff
action,
like that.
stuff like that.
Spread that out a
Yeah.
bit. But we have a best lead actor and a best supporting actor award here, and I'm still gonna divvy these up. I'm just saying it that it's cool that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm gonna start with best supporting actor, of course. Troy Baker, Higgs. His last name is Monahan. That's all. Higgs Monahan. I'm a man who does crime. um, Jim High from Eric. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm this actor. Jim High is Eric in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Some some nobody named Ben Starr playing Verso.
Eric,
Yeah, Erik.
not Henry.
It
Oh,
just says
okay.
Eric. This is supporting actor. Is Henry the main guy?
Oh, supporting actor.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, dude, you didn't
You're
get
good.
Henry in
Yeah, that's
there?
all. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's because I started with Troy Baker. We just always assume the dominant. But then Ben Starr is Verso, Expedition 33. Lucy Griffiths. I don't know this one, but Alva. She's Alva and Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream. Cool title. Logan Cunningham. It doesn't say who he plays, but he's in Hades too. And Marios Gavrilis is Emmerich Voss in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I know your pick here. Because it better be who my pick is. Come on, man. Come on,
Just Troy
dog.
Baker.
Yeah, it's Troy Baker, dude.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Troy
Troy Baker.
Baker, man. He is
Yeah.
insane. He is so
His
good in this.
he's so
Oh,
good in a lot of things,
he is. But I don't know him as
but
a
like
villain a lot.
just looking at this performance,
Yeah.
man, like he does some work. He does
He
some work there.
sings.
And it's not only his voice work, but also his motion
Motion capture,
capture and
right,
stuff that is just
right,
so
right, right.
very good. Because his facial expressions and everything as you're going through it, man, like
He's him.
he
He's
makes you
him.
hate him so
100%.
much. Like
But then
he's a very
also there is a
well
little bit of
performed
like
character.
there is a little bit of sympathy when he talks about how long he's been alone and how that has affected him. But he's a monster. So
Yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah.
my
Your
god.
trauma
So
doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole.
for sure. But
Yeah.
obviously we're huge fans of Ben Starr. Though I didn't
Oh, yeah.
love I again go listen to our review. I don't love Verso. It had nothing to do with like his like I just don't like him as a person.
No, yeah,
The
like the way we don't
performance
like
is
Higgs,
great.
right?
And yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Right, right, right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
mechanically, he was part of my final team. Um, but yeah, Ben Starr. I mean, always we Clive
Ben
from
Starr is an
Office.
immensely talented
He
individual
is. I know
for
he's in Hades
sure,
too as
and
well. So.
he's just like a hilarious dude on
He's so
top of
funny, dude. They
it.
picked the
So,
perfect guy to promote Balatro.
like, I want to hang out with Ben Starr very
Same,
much. He's the person on that list I want to hang out with the most.
absolutely,
But
absolutely. I'd be
like,
intimidated by Troy Baker, but it'd still be
no
cool.
offense, Troy or anybody else, but
No, man, Troy's
you
our
know,
boy. Troy's our boy.
yeah. And he's
Um,
made of light.
Dude, that meme, it's so good.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
good. But moving on to lead actor, and you know my thing about double dipping. I'm like
About
spread
what?
the love. Double dipping, where like somebody gets
Oh
helpful
yeah,
to you, and I can already tell you there's someone here. But oh, this is great. It's spelled Adryan, so I'm gonna say that's Adrian. Okay.
looks like it. Or sounds
Adrian
like it to
Ray.
me.
She's Hazel in South of Midnight. It's been a while since we played
Yeah.
that, but she was
Oh
great.
man, that's good.
So good.
Yeah.
Erika Ishii, Atsu in Ghost of Yote. Alex Jordan as Jan Dolsky in The Altars. He's multiple roles in that.
Or isn't it
Tom
a
Mc-
bunch of him like over and
yeah,
over?
yeah,
Yeah.
from
Okay.
different
Yeah.
different walks of life and stuff like that. Tom McKay as Henry in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Troy
Yes.
Baker as Indiana Jones in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I mean, to be fair, it is a game recognizes game,
He does a really good indie. He
but
does a
with
really good indie.
here's my oh no, we still have one more and then we'll talk about it. Jennifer English as Mayel in Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and she's fantastic.
Very
She's
good.
so good. But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think there's nothing to hate about this list. My only thing is, again, I don't like double dipping. I'm like, bro, you pick your person from your game. It's like they're pushing it with having two Expedition 33, but it's lead and main actress. So I mean, like, I get that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so like if you're gonna call Mayel the lead and you're gonna call Verso not, I don't know, man. Did they beat the game?
Well, I mean, you have Mayo from the beginning, technically.
I mean, yeah, but at that point, am I wrong in assuming that we all thought Gustav was the main character?
Gustav was 100% my main character for like in my head for a good while, bro.
Right,
For a good
right.
while. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when he's
Like,
gone, it's immediately. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. Spoilers for Expedition 33.
oh shit, Chris. Yeah, when he's off doing other things. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's
Um,
off paying his taxes.
yeah, getting milk from the store.
I don't think there's really a chance that Troy Baker wins both of these because so that's the thing. There is a sour taste if somebody goes up for both awards and you're like, but there's these other people that are worthy of it.
And and I mean, here's the thing about that performance is it's amazing. It's really good because he has to not only be Indiana Jones, but he also has to, like, in a sense, be Harrison Ford being Indiana
Right.
Jones.
Because
You
he
know,
like
so
it's
it's
not just
almost
a
like
regular fictional
layers.
character. That is Harrison Ford as
Right.
as
Like you're
trivia guy.
not just making Indiana Jones voice, you're making
Yeah,
Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones
right.
voice. You
He's
know,
a
he's
dude
the dude
disguised as
playing
a
the other
dude
dude
playing the
too.
other dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So like, and it's impressive, man.
Very
But
much
it's
so.
also like it's very much. I don't want to take anything away from him for it because,
So
like
there's
I said,
not
I
like
love
it
the
is great. It
story.
is great, and
But
like
for
we
the
literally
sake of
just
the
praised him.
award,
Right.
yeah, for the sake of the award, I feel like you're imitating another person's performance of the character. You know,
Right.
like so for that reason, I'll knock it off of my list. Not that he
Right.
doesn't deserve recognition
Right.
for it. It's just,
He deserves the nom
but he's a
for the
nominee.
most
Yeah,
part.
100%.
Um, but like everyone else on this list is also so deserving, especially at the point where we've already announced we would pick him as the supporting. Like it would be like, yeah, dude, Higgs, heck yes, he does so
Oh
much
yeah.
more in two, and it's incredible. I oh man, so. I don't 100% know who I'd go with this because I have played a little bit of Alters and it's pretty crazy. Like just
Yeah,
from the few copies of myself I made in that. But also so far, I'm a little over 30 hours in. Two people marked off the list, and Erika Ishii's killing it as Atsu. But I know, granted,
yeah.
it's the same. So I have heard his performance a bit because I did play some of the first Kingdom Come Deliverance. But Tom McKay as Henry, very good. Yeah,
Henry's awesome, dude.
yeah,
Henry
he
is
has to be
awesome. And he's got some very emotional moments in there. He has some
right.
very like comedic stuff in there.
Yeah,
There's a great sense of humor about the game, and him being the main character is like the butt of the majority of the jokes and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, he is very, very, very good.
yeah,
Especially like he's a standout on a like very good list of voice actor. Like they are all the performances in that game are amazing.
for sure.
And him being there like throughout the whole game as a protagonist does like he does amazing. It's so good. It's so good. I
So
just
no,
I
you're
wish
great.
he could get something for it, but I can't give it to him here.
So do you have a pick here?
Yeah,
Who is it?
English, man.
Jennifer English. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, I
never give
gotta
an
go with
award to a
my L
Brit.
here.
Never.
She made me
I'm just
feel
kidding.
things, emotions, bro.
Yeah.
Just
Mail's
a
great.
lot of
Mail's great. And she's going to
oh,
be our lead in
yeah.
a game that I think is coming out next year. But I do want to, because I do think nothing against her. I'm so happy just to see her here. And like she
Mhm.
was like the highlight of like going through that narrative journey. Again, if I'm pronouncing it right, Adrian Ray as Hazel in South of Midnight is great. I'm so happy she's recognized
So
here.
good.
I hope we do
Yeah.
see her and some noms going forward. Because honestly, that game doesn't perform nearly as well as it does without her and her.
Yeah, her performance is definitely one of the highlights of the
Absolutely,
game, if not
absolutely,
the highlight of the game, you know?
for sure.
So,
But
yeah.
after with me looking at this, as of right now, I'm probably with you. It would probably be Jennifer English because I got to finish the game with Erika Ishii. So we gotta see where that goes. But I do think so far I see why she's nominated. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
um,
Yeah, because Erica, like you said, like she's doing a lot of the things that I just praised. Henry's voice actor for, I'm sorry, I don't
right.
remember that name off the top of my head.
Oh, you're fine.
But
Tom McKay.
but yeah, she's doing a lot of the same things where she's still and to stay in that character specifically, because while she definitely has more personality than like Jin Sakai and stuff, like
Yeah,
she is still rather like very like to the point and not
yeah,
very loud or
right.
anything like that. And she
He's
still
loud and
plays into
approaching,
like
but yeah,
those
not intimidating.
more whimsical moments and stuff.
Right,
Like, of course, the serious stuff just comes natural with like a character like that.
right,
Not saying that Erica doesn't have to work for those moments, but
right. But like the
like once
writing
you
is
get
there
in that
for her and
character,
stuff like that.
that's more her characteristic. But when
For
she
sure.
does end up in those more like with whimsy,
Yeah,
then
like her banter
yeah,
with
yeah,
her.
she fits right
Oh no,
into
we're
it
not
and the
gonna
way
say
she's
that.
able to adjust there.
But there's a samurai, not general, but like officer that she
Mhm.
develops a bond with. We'll say that they have some banter that I think is great, and it goes to some personal
Is
places.
it the guy that teaches you the Odachi?
No, I can't go
Oh,
into it
okay.
any further because it's a spoiler,
Oh,
and you should know who immediately
that
what I'm
this
talking
the
about.
guy that teaches you the Odachi is like their back and forth is
Oh, he's
hilarious.
hilarious. No, it is
Yeah.
really funny. And I do have literally my note for this that note I have for him is like the guy who teaches you Odachi rules. Like he's so
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, I would go Jennifer English here. And again, we'll see where Erika Ishii goes. But next award here, and it's got something so recent. I'm very curious. But best original score, I will save what you know is here for last. So Sword of the Sea, huge shout out, great score there. Delta Room, the follow up to oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm just blanking on it. But Delta Rune. Here is the return of Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream, which they got a performance up here in one of the last two. But then the next one up here, Silent Hill F, South of Midnight, and then of course Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Ernest, I think we know. Yeah, I think we know.
You know what it is. I mean, it's some of the best video game music
It's
to come
incredible.
out.
It's incredible. Like they only played
Like, and
part of
that's
it
the end
at
of my
Summer Game
sentence.
Fest. Yeah, they played part of it
Like,
at Summer Game
it's
Fest. It's
some of the
great.
best ever game music.
Yeah.
Period. you know? Like, yeah, yeah, it's like legendary. Put it on the mountain up there with Guillermo and Naruto, and it's just some of the best, bro.
It's so
Like,
good.
if not the best. That's definitely like it's gonna vary because it's like, you know, who's the best band of all time or whatever,
Oh,
you know.
right, right, right,
But
right.
but like that, it's at the top of a lot of people's lists. It might be
For
at the
sure.
top of mine.
Right.
It's still tough because
It's
Final
really good.
Fantasy VII is just bangers, bro. Like a lot
Oh,
of Final Fantasy music, honestly.
that could really go
But
crazy for Final Fantasy.
with us not having a Final Fantasy game to put up here, Expedition 33.
So
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, I was like, come on now. But granted, I mean,
Before you get attacked.
Expedition 33 is so good and it's so great for a
So
reason.
good.
And I don't see anyone taking it, but all the I mean the surprise here for me was Silent Hill F, mainly because it just came out.
Mhm.
But it also has a great score and soundtrack, so respect to there. And of course,
Yeah, like having Ghost in there was a surprise, actually.
that is not on best original
So
score. Where'd you get Ghost?
the what?
Oh, I was
No,
like,
I'm saying for the last.
right, gotcha.
Yeah,
I was like, nope, Ghost isn't on. But you're right. Yeah, and when we're talking about the lead actor,
and because
um,
if we're gonna nominate Ghost, we nominate the Watanabe mode. But
hell yeah,
it's so
Expedition
good, dude. It's
Who?
so good.
Expedition
I'm
Who?
so sorry I'm not experiencing like any of that original score. Watch it be up for like best score or
There's
something.
original
We don't even know
score.
what
You
it
still get
sounds
it.
like.
Doesn't interrupt it.
Yeah. Oh, true, true. It puts it
It
on in the
doesn't.
quiet points.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah. And it doesn't. So far, it
You're
doesn't
right,
overlap.
man.
But yeah. It
You're
doesn't cut
right.
out because I was like,
But
there's definitely serious moments in cutscenes where I'm like, oh, that's not Watanabe.
shout
That's
out
not.
to South of Midnight though, because again,
Oh, for
like
sure.
very good
And the
music in
game's like
there, and a
built
lot of the boss
around that.
fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
was
So
it?
like
Oh, dude, I was so
every
obsessed
stage
with
that
it
you
at
end up
first. It
on.
was like two-toed Tom. Dude, it was great.
Oh yeah, the
It's a
two toe
banger.
Tom
It's a
stuff.
banger,
I
man. It's a
forgot about
banger.
two toe Tom.
I know we were a little under on the first song, but yeah, Two Toe Tom really sold it
Oh
for me.
yeah, I'm not a fan still
Yeah,
to this day, and
like
that's why they don't win. That's the only thing that
I,
puts it below Expedition
and
33.
they sing in English and not French.
I'm just kidding. Nah, yeah,
Um,
Expedition 33 for sure.
but best audio design is next one up here, and the nominees are Ghost of Yotei, Battlefield 6. It's not even out yet. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Two Point Museum, and Chronos: The New Dawn. Um, I know I just said it didn't come out yet, but my big thing to praise from Battlefield 6 beta was the sound design. It was pretty immaculate. Um, and like you hear those bullets whizzing past you. You hear everything, like the vibrations of your like the haptics mixed with like just it feels like you're loading a gun and stuff like that. And I do
It's
think
so immersive.
it is.
Everything about that game is so immersive to
And that's
include that
why
sound.
I think
Absolutely.
I
Cause
think right
like
now that's why I would
when
put it
you're
first.
in the shit, when all the chaos is
Right.
happening, like you hear every single
Every bit.
bit of
Every bit.
that chaos. It's so precise too with like location
Yeah.
and its clarity and like based off of like how far it is from you and stuff like that. It's a lot. It's a
It's a
lot
lot.
going on with that sound and they nailed it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. But what is your
Yeah.
pick for this?
No, I'm gonna go with you, man.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Just
That's
want to make sure. And to
that's
be
gonna
fair,
be it. Yeah,
have
and
not
like I
touched it
haven't
fully,
finished Ghost.
and that as well.
Um, it's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good. I'm also like not playing it with headphones. I just have it like on my sound bar and stuff. Like
Mhm.
it's very very good, and there is a lot of attention to detail. It's just never as much as what's going on in Battlefield. Like
Which it has to,
Battlefield
or
feels
else
like it
it just
requires
feels
more.
like another COD clone. So yeah, it helps. It helps.
I mean, COD has good sound.
It does. No, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying like I guess what I'm trying to say is like COD was like the leader of that in terms of like a shooter with good sound. And
Oh,
like
like
anything
how it
that's like following
right.
and kind of doing the same thing is just gonna fall into, oh, this is just doing what COD is doing. But I feel like with Battlefield 6, it's noticeably like there's a sharpness to everything.
And
Um,
because there's so much more, like there's
right.
tanks and planes and
And
like you
exactly.
hear
And
that
you have to
jet flying
incorporate
over
every
you.
bit of that. And
Right.
like you can say all you want that you get that in like the campaign for like a Call of Duty campaign and stuff like that.
Right.
But like let's be real. the majority of what you're judging this game off of is going to be the multiplayer.
And the
That's
other
how
thing
easy.
about that is like in a campaign, of course, you can take the time to make all of those precise sounds
Oh,
according to
true,
what's going
true,
on in
true,
the
true.
story. But this
Player
is all
chaos.
happening in
Player
multiplayer.
chaos is multiplayer
Like
game. Yeah,
that, and it's still every single sound, every
everything.
single little
And we
thing.
were playing
Like
an
that
unfinished
is,
product. We were in a beta, so yeah.
yeah,
So you know what? Hell
the
yeah,
randomness that's added to all of that just makes it that much more impressive, you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Next one here, and honestly, if this is here, because I can't speak to. Well, this is our first year going over Golden Joysticks nominees, but this should
Yeah.
be a thing everywhere. Best expansion, which is best DLC. Um,
Yes.
Still Wakes
Yes.
the Deep, Siren's Rest, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Claws of Awaji, Atomfall Story Expansion Pack, The Red Stream, rename that. No Man's Sky Voyagers. I bet they're on here every year.
Yeah.
Lies of P Overture, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of Giants. Cool name. Honestly, I think I just like the name of the word giants. Um, oh, but so I've only played one here. So mine is for me Lies of P Overture.
Yeah,
Um,
that I didn't see that coming.
well, like I was reading these and like I did the hoot, but I was just happy to see Lies of P. And it's like, oh,
But what'd you think about Overture for the record while we're
it's
here?
fantastic. And I do think it
Yeah.
has a boss. I think because this time through, this is my second time through it. I did beat the nameless puppet, the true final boss. And he's hard as hell. I'm not gonna say he's not.
He's still
Um,
hard.
he's very difficult. Very difficult.
But he's
I
beatable now, yeah.
I guess. I mean, I guess I didn't try him before because I didn't make the right choice to try him out. But like, I mean, I beat him. Like,
Oh, that's right. Because
yeah,
I marched into that boss fight like all day for a day, and then I
right.
gave up and just got the bad ending.
Yeah, and Justin did the
Just
same thing. I just outright, and I think that's probably what deflated everybody, is
yeah.
because Justin was like, "Chris, why did you do that?" I was like, "I don't know. I just made this." Everyone's dead. Spoilers for Lies of P. They're all puppets now. But yeah, because I was going. So for the majority of that game, my first playthrough, I was like, "Dude, Geppetto seems like a good guy." And then like when you get towards the end, I was just like, "I don't think so anymore." But I'm gonna
Yeah.
trust you, Dad.
I started being like, wait, I didn't vote for this.
Right, 100%. And it's just like, oh well, I'm dead now. I'm also replaced. The irony being you're replaced with a person and everyone else is replaced with a puppet. But it's also a really cool ending, just to put it out there. But the final boss of Overture, I had a much harder time with. He is insane. And to be fair, I'm not going to say he's actually harder because you have a support character there with you. Um,
No.
it just like it balances out the fact that it's a two phaser, but it's insane. But lore wise, who the final boss is, I'm not going to give it away. Um, it's tied to a very side character in the base game, and then
Like somebody
even
in the hotel.
no, it's somebody you're
Okay.
hearing as you're playing through.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you who it is or no?
It's tied to Jiminy.
No.
Oh, then on.
Uh,
It's okay then. Yeah,
okay.
don't tell me.
It's like
Yeah,
it's a
because I'd
voice
like to
you
play
do.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's somebody you interact with throughout the game. But even after because you beat the DLC and then you go back to the main game. You can do it the other way around, and honestly, it might be suggested because it is a difficulty spike. Like
Just so you can be
holy,
leveled up enough,
yeah, a
stuff like that.
little bit.
Yeah.
Because what I did, and this is the beautiful thing that you can do now, and like, because you do not get to access the DLC. If you've started a new playthrough, you have to get to chapter 9 of 11, or it might be 10
Oh, so it's right at the end.
at the very end, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very late in the game, but there's difficulty options now. So what I did, and bear in mind, it still takes a while. I just put it on easy as I got myself to the DLC. Then
Hmm.
I put it on normal. I told you in the last, I think his last video, I'll never pick hard. Um, um
On that game? No, no, no. That's just masochist type
well,
stuff,
so
man.
that's the thing, because like technically, because I don't know, because we didn't have difficulty options when we played through this the first time. It was just
Mhm.
they did the thing that I'm like, if you want me to play your hard difficulty, just don't give me the choice.
Or like start me on hard. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Just I
Yeah.
don't see the choice, and I just play what you got. But yeah, here I was like, because I started playing normal, and I was like, this is cool, and I didn't realize how many chapters there were, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh brother, because it's a great game, and I loved going through it again, but at the point because I was really excited for Overture, like it's the new content, man. And I heard nothing but great stuff, and I just was like, I want it's my new DLC, and I want it now. So yeah, I played it through on easy.
And you didn't even have New Game Plus at the time or
No,
anything
because
because
I played
you
it on
got it on
Xbox originally.
PlayStation for the first time.
Right.
Right.
When they gave it away on PS Plus, because I've been waiting for it to go on sale, and it had regularly, but I was like, I don't have time to play this right now. And then they eventually gave
Yeah.
it away on PS Plus. I was like,
Good job
so
waiting it out, bro.
right. So all I did
Yeah.
is pay for the DLC. Um, and then yeah, and honestly, dude, the DLC is so good. It adds so much to the story. You learn so much about you, like your actual person, as well as there's a whole new set of stuff that you learn about the King of Puppets.
Mm.
One of the it's like the midway like main boss fight, the guy who's in the giant puppet who comes out, and it's such a cool fight, and the stuff you learn about him and your teacher, and there's stuff that's actually implemented towards learning like in the ending of what you get from the DLC. It's just really well done, and I absolutely love it, and I really do hope the next one is going to be Wizard of Oz.
Um, I think there's a chance that No Man's Sky gets it just because they always had
Yeah,
crazy stuff,
for
man.
sure.
I don't know what's included in this one. So I see it sometimes and it's like it seems like it's not a lot, but at this point they're just like fine tuning, you know.
And that's the thing,
So
like, then because there are certain ones that are known as like the big overhauls. I
mhm.
don't know if this is one of them, but you can only have so many of those.
Yeah,
This is
they
the one,
probably added like kitchen knives to your kitchen set or something like, you know,
and
but
you can flip it. No, 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 but yeah, very possible. I think it's cool that Assassin's Creed Shadows has their DLC here, because again, as much as like people like the boycotters for that and the boycotters for Ghost of Yote, you're idiots. You're stupid. You're so
suckers.
dumb. It's
Suckers.
it's so dumb. Um, but moving on, this is another one that's I kind of had this award, but like in the negative sense of like who can do better. And I just happened to focus on studios, but this is Studio of the Year, um, which is awesome.
you had you had the opposite of
Right, and
studio
the
of the
the winner,
year.
and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the year I did that, I was like, they all can do better. So I was like, fuck yeah. But to be fair, I think I focused in on like Microsoft, PlayStation, like not individual game developers. But Studio of the Year, Team Cherry, they made Silk Song, Sandfall Interactive, Expedition 33, Aggro Crab and Landfall. They made another Crab's Treasure, but they made Peak, the mountain climbing game that blew
Right.
up and only cost like $5. Bloober Team, respect that. They made Silent Hill 2 remake last year, Chronos the New Dawn this year. Slow Clap for a rematch.
I love
And
slow clap so
hell yeah.
much.
Hell yeah. And then I
Yeah.
do not know who these are, but Rebellion. So I do apologize to Rebellion. I'm not sure. They unfortunately do not have listed. I just knew what the others were. They don't actually have what any of these studios made. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Rebellion,
Yeah.
I'm saying your name, Rebel. But Ernest, I'm not even gonna guess. I think I know. Is
You're
your
gonna guess
Sand?
at mine?
No. What do you got? I'm gonna let you speak. Go for it.
It's Sandfall. Yeah.
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 I really feel like this small team, which I know like they're not the only small team on this list,
I was gonna
but
say Team
based
Cherry
off of
smaller.
what they made here
Yeah.
and the innovation in this game,
Right.
like all the ideas came from this team, and it's why I'm so impressed with this game in the first place.
Mhm.
Like, not only did they deliver an awesome story that I was completely immersed in, a world that I wanted to be a part of, but they also supplied us with some of the again some of the best music that they went out there and found. But they what they did with that story was nuts, man. I think about that stuff a lot. Like
Yeah.
that is a story that absolutely stuck with me. There's so many things about that game they're perfect to me in my eyes, and yeah, I love them. I
Yeah.
want more from them so much. But yeah, with that small team being so innovative and leaving the kind of mark that they've left, like in gaming overall, in
Mhm.
my eyes, really deserves an award for
Yes, sir.
sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And granted, again, I'm sorry, I don't know who Rebellion is. I don't think there's a studio on here that doesn't deserve it. Like Bloober's been doing
Right,
great
right.
because before they did the Silent Hill 2 remake, they'd kind of been on a, with all due respect, a downhill trend of games that like some people they had their fandoms, but they weren't doing like critically well, selling positively well. But then Silent Hill 2 remake showed they could remake something, and then Chronos New Dawn, granted, completely new IP, maybe not as much of a hit as a remake of an iconic game from an iconic franchise,
Right.
but still cool stuff. And then they're coming back with the next thing they're working on is the Silent Hill 1 remake. So like, dude, they're trucking along. Obviously, all the love for Slow Clap. We're huge fans of
Yes. Absolutely.
what is it?
And Rematch is a fantastic game.
Right, but what's the
I
other
love
one?
that game. Yeah.
What's the first game they made?
Seafood.
Sifu. There we go.
Seafood.
There we go. I was like, come on, man,
Seafood.
follow me on this journey.
Seafood. I fucking
um,
love seafood, baby.
and though
Oh, it's
obviously we
so
haven't
good.
touched it because it's only available on PC, Peak literally took like the world by storm.
It
Partly
looks
because it
awesome.
was $5, but there's
Yeah.
so much there for like again, what do we talk about with well, specifically me, but like we talk about all the time with multiplayer, the chaos element of playing with your friends,
Right, right.
and it
And
just
that
seems
with
really
friends is just the chaos with friends, man. It's
it's
one of the
beautiful.
best times you can have.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But of course, I'm also gonna
I
give a
love the
huge
little
shout out,
ghosts.
dude. There's it's
When
great.
they like somebody falls off and they die and they like
Yeah.
float up. Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, Team Cherry working on Silk Song for so long, and they did just the best round of interviews since they announced the game's release date, and like a lot of things that people are like wondering like was there studio interference, is there somebody doing this, somebody doing that that's causing this to take too long. They just kept finding new things they wanted to implement in the game, and they were having fun with it, and
Mhm.
it's just such a labor of love that what you get with Silk Song, and obviously it's been received quite well. So like
Right.
it's,
And the
I
reason that I don't give them the award is because they took too long.
that's fair.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
We
kidding.
don't
I'm
actually
just
know how
kidding.
long they
No,
took to make
it,
Expedition
it's what
33
we
out.
it's what we ask for from game developers all the time. Like, take your time and put out a good game.
Right.
It's why we here on this show. I'm not going to say we collectively because I know a lot of you were mad about Grand Theft Auto getting pushed back.
Oh yeah.
But
I want it
but no,
now.
take your time. Put out as perfect a game as you can put out.
Right.
Like, don't rush yourself for the money or
Let's get
whatever
that
else it
quality
is. If
stuff.
you can take your time. And shout out for Team Cherry to
And
Team
it's
Cherry for doing that.
and especially right now, we're not at a shortage of games, man. Like if you delay something, like
It's
I
too
have
much,
something to
actually.
go back to. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
have a
like
backlog
I
list of things
want to
I
play
don't own.
Chronos.
Right.
you
Same.
know,
Same,
like
same, same.
damn.
I want to play Hell Is Us. I was gonna buy that
Yeah,
day one. They announced the week before that came out, Silk Song's coming out the same day. I was like, no.
right.
Oh man. Oh man. Um, but yeah, regardless, again, I do apologize for not knowing who Rebellion is, but I think they're all worthy, and just sometimes it sounds like a kind of like loser mentality, but like I do think it's very genuine. Being nominated is an award in itself, especially in an industry like this. Word of mouth recognition definitely matters. But moving on to another thing that should exist everywhere else is best remake and remaster. Um, we have Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster, Trails in the Sky First Chapter, the Talos Principle Reawakened, Gears of War Reloaded, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster. This is just at this point. I understand why it hasn't been a thing always, and it shouldn't have been a thing always. I mean, there's a point where DLC didn't exist.
Mhm.
Oh, not DLC, sorry, where things weren't getting remade. But it's very much a thing now, where we've had multiple years of like a
That
remake or
it
something
very
getting
much
up there for
should
Game of
be
the
its
Award.
own
Yeah,
category.
right.
Yeah,
And because there's plenty of negative things you can say about remakes or whatnot. It's a good way to make money and preserve games. So
yeah.
remaking Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, it's great because there was just a very old version of that originally, um, and that like you put your attention towards that as opposed to like the Last of Us games in the world. It's awesome. It's very
Mhm.
cool. But Ernest, I think I know your pick here too. What's your pick?
Trying to think. What do we got? Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was good.
Hmm.
Um,
Gears of War Reloaded. We got through that as
not
well.
gonna give it to Gears of
I
War
know. No,
Reloaded.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
No,
definitely not.
we both hopped on Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. We played that remaster. And
Yes,
I don't.
yes, and it is very well done.
It's very well done.
I will give it that. Like it's pretty. It
It's
works
gorgeous.
well, super smooth. Oh man, that's a good one. That's
It
a good
is.
one. But what? Remind me of the others. I'm
You're
so
good.
sorry.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. The
Hmm.
Talos Principle, Reawakened, and Trails in the Sky First Chapter. I've only seen the
I
cover art for
think
Trails in the Sky. I don't know much about it.
I think Oblivion
Okay.
from what
It's
I played.
great. Because like
Yeah.
I think, and to be fair, they've released Skyrim for so many times. In all we know about Elder Scrolls 6 is they showed a dragon behind the title. Like I don't think any of us pictured the game looking very different from Skyrim. Like those
Mhm.
graphics. And like there's no hate for that. Like we got Starfield and like it is a newer gen version of that. Like there's a shine to it.
Right.
But it's still very much you know who made it.
Yeah,
Not to
yeah.
say you don't hear, but there is just a beauty applied to the Oblivion remake that is gorgeous, and that comes with them. It's not only Bethesda who made this; they teamed up. I don't have the other studio's name here, but it was a co-development project to use another studio's assets, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's awesome.
It's very polished. It's
Yeah,
very polished.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I think because I originally was going to say
That's,
Metal
that's
Gear,
probably the one I've seen the most like side by sides of. And
and it's a
because
long.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Sure. Not to say that Metal Gear Solid wasn't or anything
Right.
like that.
Right.
And Metal Gear is still it's such a great game. It's a great
Absolutely
game. And
is.
they made it beautiful for sure. I did enjoy like the new perspective and everything like that too.
Mhm.
So like even the little switches that they threw in there and still keeping them a lot of the old stuff as well. Like it's appreciated. But yeah, I think Oblivion is it also such a big like a large project
Absolutely.
compared to
Right.
that as well. So
That's fair.
yeah, considering all that they did there, how smooth it runs and stuff. And because I always mention that I'm playing on the cloud, so like
Right.
smooth as butter, baby. I'm gonna give it there. Yeah,
I will say you swayed me because I was kind of leaning towards Metal Gear. But no, I'm with you. Oblivion. We're going Elder Scrolls.
look at
Suck on
us.
that, Todd Howard. Okay, we only got a few more to go here. Next up, a category we love to talk about: best indie game. So the nominees here are Blueprints, Citizen
Of
Sleeper
course.
2, Starward Vector, Wanderstop, Skin Deep, Despelote, Despelote, Despelote. It could go one.
Yeah, make it Spanish.
We
Yeah,
make it Spanish. Hurdling, Abiotic Factor, Baby Steps, Caves of Quud,
QUD. Kud,
Quud,
kud,
Quud.
kud.
And then Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Rock and Stone.
Rock and Stone,
We didn't.
baby.
We played the other Deep Rock Galactic, so respect there.
Yeah, Rock and Stone.
Have you? I know you're very much aware of Blueprints. We've talked about that plenty.
Right.
Are you aware of any of these others?
Um, not so much.
Okay. I've touched a handful. Abiotic Factor is the one that we were gonna hop on because they gave it to us on PS Plus.
Right.
I touched that for like a night. Um, I didn't even get to the point where it would allow the multiplayer, so I can't really speak to that. Hurdling is on the PlayStation. No, it's on Game Pass. My apologies. It's where you're shepherding three or four of these mystical creatures, and like it's cute. And apparently, I played some of it. The controls were not for me. Um, Wonderstop sounds so familiar, but I don't remember what that is.
Yeah, I'm
The other
having
one I
trouble.
have played is Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. I didn't finish it. It's a game you're going to be doing a lot of reading.
Hmm.
Um, I don't believe there's any voice acting, but it's very cyberpunk and space vibes. And honestly, because there were times like I would just have it up on the screen and then just kind of be on my phone, just letting that music play because it's just like
It's a vibe. Yeah.
yeah.
Is it
Um,
what like synths is what I
yeah,
imagine?
right.
Yeah.
I can't reciprocate. I can't impersonate
Do your
that.
synth noise, bro.
But the one that I think would actually, how is Hades 2 not on this list?
Because it came out.
Oh, I didn't scroll far enough. They have another best indie game self-published.
Oh,
So like
which one
they
is this?
no, this is just best indie game. So I imagine that means they had help like they had a publisher put it out. Like that's how
Oh,
like Devolver Digital, a lot of their games aren't made by them or
like
Annapurna.
Annapurna,
Yeah.
Annapurna. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because the other one that's missing from there is Hollow Knight Silk Song. So yeah.
Right, right, right,
But I
right.
would say probably just from word of mouth, probably Blueprints is what I'm thinking
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Because I
Um,
don't think critical acclaim should like get you this type of award automatically or anything like
right,
that. But not having played it, it's really all we have to go off of.
right.
But the praise is just like too high to ignore. You
Yeah.
know, like this is
Like
very
I
obviously
love and like
a good
I played
deal.
like a weekend of it. It's just very much like because Justin had to take notes. I found his notepad. And
Yeah,
at the point where I realized my screenshots aren't going to do it, I was like, I'm not here. I'm not here for this right now. I respect the hell out of it. And
it's a mode that you have to be in.
right.
Yeah,
Right. It's like how
right.
I talk about with Metroidvanias. You gotta, well, at least for me, you gotta be in the kind of mindset where you're like, you gotta be okay to get lost, because that game mode is designed for you to get lost and figure it out.
And I mean, it's a thing with a lot of games. Like you got to be
Right.
in that open world mood. You got to be
Fair.
in
Very
that
fair.
RPG
We're
mood, that
just
turn-based mood, stuff
we're
like
like
that. Yeah,
variety gamers, so like I try to single in on some of them. But yeah,
yeah.
but I agree. I think Blueprints would be the one there. But then to get into this next one, best indie game self-published, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2, Sword of the Sea, Peak, Keep Driving, Spilled, it has an exclamation mark, Lonely Mountains, Snow Riders, Deltarune, Promise Mascot Agency, and Consume Me. Um, oh, I'm curious. So this is what I'm so excited for this year because it's just like it's the battle. It's the battle. Like who? Like there is all the
Silk
hype
Song
in
and
the world.
Hades.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
To speak very candidly, there are some here I don't know. I have no idea. Um, but we can talk about that critical claim, that word of mouth, just to go off of that. Granted, I have not touched Hades 2. I have beat Silk Song. Um, again, that's an example of like I just have all the faith in the world in the studio right now. I know Hades 2 is that good. I have no
Yeah.
doubt. I have
Yeah.
seen so many 10 out of 10s. And
And again, like based off that like critical acclaim and stuff, like Hades 2 is the one that I'm worried about beating my game of the year.
I
You
understand
know?
that. I get that.
Like, yeah. So
And it's really funny because you should also be worried about Silksong doing the exact same thing.
I'm
But
not.
yeah. But in terms of what I think is going to win, and this is the most exciting thing, I do think it's between Hades 2 and Silksong. I have no clue. I have no idea. Um, I have no idea. Obviously, right now, I mean, I've only played one. I assume I would lean towards Hades 2. Um, that is the only
That's
thing I'm
my
not sure of.
assumption as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no doubt I'm going to love it. Um, Silk Song is, for my money, the hardest game I've ever played. And it felt like a true accomplishment. Like it felt like you've had a long hot day. Like somebody's making you do some stuff out in just the sun that you didn't want to do already. You're tired. You didn't get fed a proper amount of food at lunch, and you
It
get
sounds
through
like
that
this sounds
day.
like a terrible experience,
Wait,
man.
you gotta wait, and then they get to the end of it, and you just get in that shower, baby, and it just all washes off, and it's just like, oh my
Yeah.
god, what an experience.
I thought you
No,
were gonna
but
talk about like a cold glass of lemonade or something,
no,
but
that's not enough. There was never moments where I thought like so there was a moment I thought I was gonna quit Silk Song. I told you about that like that gauntlet that had mini bosses and then double mini bosses. It's
right, right.
insane. And apparently if you get to Act 3, there's a longer version of it. Um, but this one, the one specifically that I got through, is required to be just to hit the end credits, and it was so hard. But my God, did I feel manly after
I'm
finishing it?
so not down for that right
And that's
now.
okay. Yeah, that's completely fine.
Crazy.
That's completely
Yeah.
fine. There's times where I'm like, I'm not ready to be challenged right now. Please stop.
Yeah, man.
Like, without getting into too much spoilers, but like we just played Silent Hill F. There's parts of that game where you do fox puzzles. I'm at a point in Ghost of Yotei where I'm also doing fox puzzles that are just much simpler versions of
Yeah.
what they are, and I'm like, I respect this right now.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I see what
Yeah.
you're doing here. I see the detail, but like this isn't difficult at all. And just like, because at first, like the first one I came across, I was like, oh God, here we go again. And I'm like, oh,
Well, do
it's
you
not.
have your puzzle solving on? Is it on story or is it on hard? I'm just kidding.
I was like, I don't think it has that option, but I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you just don't want. Like I don't. Unlike Justin, who just wants everything to hurt him. Like I do not play Fire Emblem on the mode that's going to kill all of my soldiers. I have my Dark Souls. I have my Souls likes. I have the games that will punish me, and I love them for it. I have my Silk Song, and I have other things that I don't go to Pokemon to just be destroyed. Though they could be a little harder. I picked a bad example.
I'll say Hades for a good bit of it. The first Hades, obviously, because that's what I
Right.
played, was like pretty difficult to
Very
begin
difficult because
with.
yeah, you
Like,
gotta
yeah,
you gotta learn the rules. You gotta figure
you
out
got
your
to get your
routes.
ass whooped for quite a bit
But
before
once
you
you get your
start picking up
stuff
that
down,
traction.
it's
Right.
incredible. Like you're, I mean,
Yeah.
no, not to say it's not
Dude, I
incredible
beat
already,
Hades like fucking
but like, and
17
you're a
times, bro.
god. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it has to be because you have to feel that feeling every time you get that clear.
Right.
Granted, I don't know this game. Hades 2 does also have a true ending, and you have to do something for it. I don't know, but like getting the true ending of Hades 1, it's incredible. Like you just
Yeah.
really feel like you accomplished something, and it's great. And then there's some extra stuff you do for the plat as well. But it's just I'm so excited. So I really don't know who critically will take it. Um, there is some granted early access allows people to touch things sooner, and I'll know a lot of like video the games media outlets reviewed the early access Hades, and they have
Right.
chosen not to review the full release because they've already been like that was already a 10 out of 10.
It's
But
really fucking perfect, dude.
then
Yeah.
on the other end of that, Hollow Knight's completely new and fresh. No one had any hands on with it other than some demos from like years ago, and then it just disappeared. And here it is again. So I don't that is another factor, but I just have no idea. I'm rooting for either. They're both great. They're both worthy of it, and I'm really excited for them to give me what the fighting game industry wouldn't. Tekken.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where it was like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Tekken all in the
Right.
same
And
year.
Tekken's like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
moving to next year. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
bitches.
And of course they win the next
Cowards.
year. Of course they win fighting game the next year.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but what I'm really excited for, because I want these to be tough choices. I want these to be things we have to work for. I know it's like because I'm loving Ghost of Yotei right now. Full stop. I'm adoring it. I like to
Yeah.
levels that I can't even imagine
It's
after
so
having
much fun.
replayed
It is a very
Ghost 1 this
fun
year.
game. Yeah.
I want it to be hard for you to pick your game of the year.
Yeah.
I want you
I
to.
do too.
Because obviously, this is the true thing. Like, we're going to say game titles, but Ernest is going to pick which he hates, France or Japan. And we'll figure that out later. A little hashtag of like, I hate France. I hate Japan.
I love France.
Right now, you do. Right now. Because, yeah, you can't love France and Japan. That doesn't make any sense. So moving on.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, because I know I took up a lot of that. You hadn't played either. Do you have like?
I'm
What
putting
do you
money
think?
on Hades.
You think it's
I'm
gonna
putting
win?
money on
You think it's
Hades.
gonna win?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the game that I would like to play more. Because
Well, I
again,
understand
like
that. Yeah,
I'm not down for
I
what's it
get
called?
that. And again, I would because you have
Hillsong.
access to Hollow Knight 1. I would recommend just playing Hollow Knight 1
I
before.
have access to both. And yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because it's also on Game Pass.
So
But I
yeah.
would recommend playing Hollow Knight before you go into Silk Song. But yeah, regardless, happy for both of them. And again, I don't want easy choices here. But moving on, best multiplayer game, Battlefield 6, Peak. Hey, oh my gosh, that came out this year. Elden Ring Night Rain, Split Fiction, Mario Kart World, and Rematch. Honestly, a very solid list for best
Rematch.
multiplayer this year. Um, but I know I'm pretty sure I immediately know your answer.
Do you?
I'm gonna let you speak. What do you got?
So Battlefield, nah. I
Again, that's not out yet. I'm trying to go on.
when it comes to multiplayer, yeah, I'm kind of leaning split fiction
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which I assume you assumed, right?
yeah, absolutely.
um, yeah, split fiction. There was the story was good.
Mm,
It was strong most of the way through, but there is little drops in it and stuff like that. But the multiplayer aspect of it, because like, yeah, you have the two
what it's
girls
built
going
around.
through the story, but the way that you work together to get through that story is really the highlight of the game.
Yeah,
And one of the things that I think propels it to this award, I
that's
would
fair.
say. Because yeah, just the thought process to make you work together in the nature that you work together in that
And
game
for it to
is
work
just
well.
so
Yeah.
genius, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
granted, I've
So
only played It
I
Takes Two, but very much the same vein of like, obviously, that's their bread and butter. They want two people to get on, play this game, work together, and
right.
they do it
Right.
effortlessly.
Which like, it does happen in like shooters and like in different genres and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but
They
in
really
those, you're mainly just shooting or doing something similar. In these
right.
games, it's gonna be a
And
variety.
hoping that your team or the
Right.
people, your squad or whatever are like also doing a good job,
Yeah.
you know? And I know PvP is something that a lot of people love. And like when people think multiplayer, that's immediately what they think of is
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna fight somebody, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, the co-op that like the ideas that they came up with in this
Right.
game are just
Like
ridiculous,
there's
man.
like
And it's
there'll be
all
mechanics that are just for a specific stage. It's not like
right.
you learn all of
And then
this
it
just to
goes
implement
away.
every single one of them at the end or anything like that. Like it's just
Right.
yeah, it's all part of the journey. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude, it's awesome.
It
It's
is.
awesome. So yeah, going with that one for sure.
I do want to give a shout out to Peak. I don't need to repeat what I said already, but I think it's very worthy of being here. In terms of what I've played from this list, I would pick Elden Ring Night Rain because I think we had a really solid time on that. It was a lot of fun. I love the surprises here and there. We have a review on that, and it's not perfect by any means, but honestly, I got more out of it than I expected, and
Mm,
in a world where things like this, like literally reusing assets, other people would literally price that up to $60. They didn't, and I respect that.
yeah,
But I do think Split Fiction is going to be the winner and should be the winner because like
yeah.
literally it's it's just such a different kind of multiplayer. I guess I would say that the same thing could be said about Peak in that regard. Like that would be the sleeper hit that I'd be like, hell yeah, I respect that. Yeah, yeah. But Split Fiction, I mean, just from everything I know from what y'all talked about, from of course the critical acclaim it's gotten, and my own experience from the game that came before it, It Takes Two, and just I want another clip of that guy giving a speech. So yeah. So this will be fun. So we have three more awards. Three more awards. Um, Best narrative, which is usually my favorite award here. And oh man, I didn't read this whole list. I'm just gonna read it and then we'll talk about it. So best narrative. This is the only one on the list I don't know of. I don't know if you know of it. The hundred line Last Defense Academy. Next one up here, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Respect it, respect it. Mafia, The Old Country. Blueprints, Silent Hill F, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. I'll let you take the seat, man. Well, first of all, before we go into that, have you heard of Hundred Line? I'm not
I
familiar
have
with it.
not.
Okay,
I have
so
not.
respect to whatever
Yeah.
that is. You got nominated. And it's gonna be double funny if that's like made by that Rebellion studio and I don't know who it was.
You just don't know any of their shit.
Uh,
Yeah.
but you're up
Shout out
there.
to
We're
them, I
talking
guess.
about you now and respect. But I'm just saying that to say we're probably not going to talk too much anymore about that one specifically because we've at least between the two of us touched the others. But respect for
Right.
being up there. Just wanted to give it that. But Ernest, take the floor, man. What do you got here?
Um so some very good ones here. Some very good ones. Can you say them for me one more time?
Yeah. The hundred line Last Defense Academy, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. That's like the surprise for me. Mafia, The Old Country, Blueprints, Silent Hill, and they already graded it. There's an F. next to it. Player Obscure Expedition 33.
Stupid. So so the first one I want to talk about here is Bloomin' Rage. I am a little surprised that it's here because while it does go to some very cool places, I did want to see where it went and stuff like that.
Right.
There are things about the end of that story that I was like,
I specifically said when we reviewed it, because I ended my review as an 8, and I said it'll drop at a 7 for me if they don't release another part. And here we are.
yeah, yeah.
There's
Because like,
open
man, it was
ended
cool,
and
and
interesting.
there's
That was
so
not
much
open ended.
potential in that
Right.
story, and then I
Right, right,
feel
right.
like that potential isn't realized.
It feels
Yeah,
like you're
like
starting, like you're about to start the game at the end. It's like, yeah, okay.
I don't remember everything I said about it earlier
Yeah.
this year, but that's the way that I'm feeling now. I'll
That's
tell
fair.
you
I
that.
mean, that's
So,
that's the lasting impression. But yeah. But I mean, at the same time, neither one of us hated it at all. So I mean, respect, it's there. Yeah.
and you can go back just a couple episodes and see my praise for the story that is Silent Hill F and what I experienced in
That was
it.
literally last week.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So just click.
A
It's
little
probably
back,
like
a
right
little
down
back.
there, you know. But like you go back and play it again, and it just adds more and more to that already very intriguing story. You know,
Mhm.
I love the idea of the delivery of that. I guess a whole nother playthrough does make it quite a bit though to
Yeah.
obtain the other pieces
Yeah.
of that story. But like I get it, and I'm happy that there's extras as you go through it more and
Right.
more
Because
to
I mean,
keep you engaged
replayability matters.
with it.
Yeah.
So but yeah, Expedition 33
Mhm.
is that's one of my favorite video game stories ever, man. Like that shit made me think about life and like what's real and what's not, and if I live in a simulation, and like I've never had that before.
Yeah.
And it was that story wrecked me
Yeah.
absolutely in the best way possible, man. I'm so happy to have experienced that. It was such an amazing experience, that
Yeah.
game, that story, because I praise the gameplay like over and over and over
Right.
again. But
For
that
sure.
story, man, and those characters, like I love that world. I love so much about that.
That
So
world is gone.
much.
But yes.
It has to be 33 for me.
So I'm right there. Narrative, I do think is going to go to Expedition 33. Though I do think there is an overwhelming miss here, and Death Stranding 2 should absolutely be on this list. Um, and to be quite fair, none of this is targeted at you. I'm just talking to the audience. But I am on the opposite end. I do not think Claire Obscure should actually be up for Best Narrative. I love the characters. The character moments are incredible, and that is great. But the overall narrative is very good. But I do think there's just a lot in the terms of what we've gotten this year that I think is better. Again, number one being Death Stranding 2. I think that is at right now going to be my narrative of the year. Again, I'm hyping up something I haven't touched yet. I have all the faith in the world that Hades 2 might end up there and at right there for me. Because like Hades 1, I would say was probably one of my favorite narratives ever. But yeah, I just think it's a huge miss. No offense. Um, Actually, I don't even have to take Mafia off here. I can do the one that's more related to me. Why is Lost Records here and Death Stranding 2 is not? I can't comprehend that. I don't know. And I
Yeah,
mean,
Mafia is cinema. That's a very good story for
that's
sure.
fine.
But
Um, but like it's just odd. And to be fair, the blueprint stuff, I've heard nothing but the great stuff that is supposed to be the narrative. But you don't get the full crystallization of that till you beat the game. So you do what you do, you do what you can. And all the respect to Silent Hill F, because like I talked about last week, as someone who looked up the other endings to see the full story here, as well as like the tangents to get the bad ending and whatnot. Um, it's great. My favorite thing about that game is the narrative. And Hinako, I think she's a very good protagonist. And yeah, very very great stuff. And again, I'm not saying Expedition 33's narrative is bad. I just have stuff that I would put over it considerably so. But yeah, it is here.
yeah, you're crazy, but that's okay.
Okay, you're easily entertained. Let's move on here. So we have two more awards. Two more awards, and these are quote unquote the biggins. And I say they're the biggins because it is in us console gamers, unga boonga. We just have one over encompassing thing that is just the game of the year. Like it's
Right.
just the one. But they have split it into two things. And to be fair, again, there's a lot of console, there's a lot of PC stuff as we've gone through all of this. So first, I'll read off PC Game of the Year: Hollow Knight Silksong, The Altars, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Peak, Aviotic Factor. Man, should we have hopped on Aviotic Factor?
Yeah.
Dude,
We still can.
and
There's
then
still time.
respectable Dune Awakening. Um, I'm so curious here we're going to talk about this as one thing because my question encompasses both. So console game of the year,
There's
Donkey,
stuff that's also on PC.
some of these. Oh, actually
Yeah.
maybe actually you say that we're going to wait for a moment because not all of them are. So I guess it's just really weird. How do you
Because a lot of
determine?
these are on console.
Right,
Right.
right, because like alters peak and Dune are the only one that are exclusive to PC.
Right.
That's so interesting because obviously you played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on. Did you do PlayStation? Yeah,
Yep.
am I making that up?
Yep.
Okay. Hollow Knight Silksong's on everything. Alters is Xbox, um, and PC of course. Abiotic Factor we have on PlayStation. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's so odd to me. I thought I really as I so obviously the main thing I knew about these awards was the console game of the year. Um, but PC Game of the Year, I obviously I didn't really look at it because I was just like, bro, I don't play PC. But it's just so odd. I don't know. I don't know how they determine this, but
So,
it is what it
so hit me
is.
with them one more time, if
Yeah.
you wouldn't mind.
Hollow Knight Silk Song again, PC Game of the Year. Hollow Knight Silk Song,
Mhm.
The Altars, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Peak, Abiotic Factor, and Dune Awakening.
So I'm very much looking forward to being able to play Dune Awakening.
Yeah, me
We're
too.
gonna have a good time with that, man, for
When it
sure. And we're
comes
dragging
to
Justin along.
console, yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Run it
The I am very much looking forward to that. But like my favorite game off of this list from
Yep.
what I've played is
Oh,
definitely
definitely.
Kingdom Come
Kingdom Come.
Deliverance 2. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is such a complete experience. It is like all packaged together, one of the most realistic experiences that I've had in a video game, period. Like
Yeah.
it is just there's so many mechanics here to make it feel like it is real.
Mm-hmm.
Very often to keep medieval stuff interesting, you gotta like add a dragon or something like this, you know. But this is very much just a timepiece, just a it's the most authentic experience you have to being a knight, and
Right.
to have to get there from ground level every time that you take control of Henry from the first Kingdom Come Deliverance to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It is like such a fantastic adventure getting your way there. There is so many like amazing missions in here that hold beautiful little stories within them.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, the overarching story is very well done as
Yeah.
well. But
It's hard to pull off.
yeah, that gameplay, that world, all of the characters that make that thing up, it is it deserves some recognition,
For sure.
absolutely. And I know that everybody that to be nominated is an honor and stuff like that, but I would love to see them walk away with something here
For
for sure.
sure. It's just so weird. I'm just still torn up, not torn up, confounded about the PC
Yeah,
game of
that
the year.
they split these
It's
things
so
into because
weird.
it's on.
But I guess it's a way to spread the wealth, and that's something I do
Yeah.
talk about all the time. From this list, I would pick Hollow Knight Silk Song. I also think from the list here, no offense, I think it's the hands down favorite to win this. Um, but respect to Abiotic Factor. To be fair, I don't know very much about the game. So I mean, but
Hmm.
also talking about like the in terms of like the nomination is the award. I mean, Alters from what I played is so good. It's just another. Oh, it's survival. It's survival and resource management. So you really got to be in the mood for it. And doing that with Grounded, it really helped to have that as a multiplayer format. Because
Yeah.
those games, it's designed to be tedious. It's 100% designed to be tedious till you work the system to where it's no longer tedious. And different games take different amounts of time to get there. And from the bit I played of Alters, because I was like, I want to say I got somewhere between 5 to 8 hours. I didn't even hit the like double digits, but I had a few copies. I had a few copies of myself, and like really seeing the differences in character and those story beats. It's emotional. And again, to call out the voice actor there, motion capture person there as well. It's incredible. It's incredible stuff. And then of course I've heard nothing but great things about Kingdom Come Deliverance too. But yeah, I would think Hollow Knight Silk Song just from I guess hype is the word. Hype alone would be the hands down favorite, but we'll see. But moving on to the one that matters, console game of the year. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Monster Hunter Wilds, Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2, and here we are, folks. The expedition we've all been waiting for, the one on the road, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and another expedition that takes place on the road, Mario Kart World. Um, so where me and Ernest may have not seen eye to eye on an aspect of Expedition 33, we're back together because it's just like where it's very surprising. I don't think there's a single game on here that's bad. Have I? I have not touched Sonic Racing. I'll be quite fair, quite honest. Heard great things. I have not actually heard a bad thing about that game. All
Yeah.
memes aside. And Ghost of Vitae, we're not done with yet, but we said before this game even came out, it was on both of our lists for our anticipated to be on the short list for game of the year.
I'm still waiting for it to give me something to take a point off.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. Um, yeah, if Jin shows up,
Stupid.
if it's even his corpse, I'm like, I'm just kidding.
Maybe his ghost.
No, that's a voice role. No, but I do want to shout out the kind of surprise here, and now that it's here, I kind of wish it was under multiplayer. Um, because Monster Hunter Wilds was so fun. Granted, I'm very biased, huge Monster Hunter fan, but we had a great time going through that because we weren't all friends through the release of Monster Hunter Worlds. This was our first time
Right.
having Ernest as part of the crew, and we played through all of that story. We also have a review of that game as well. Go take a listen to that. I do believe it's audio only. But we were on here for quite a bit, and it's what you love about Monster Hunter and more. So I'm happy to see it get some recognition here. I do not think it has any chance of winning Game of the Year, but very cool it's nominated. My pick from here is Death Stranding 2 on the beach, even if Expedition was here, but I do think it is the silly elephant in the room. Uh, how is Expedition 33 not on
It's
here?
fucking blasphemy.
It's weird.
It is
It's
insane that
insane.
Expedition 33 is not
Any
nominated
article
for
you
Game of
see
the Year
about
on
these award
either one of
nominees,
these.
any article you
Like
see about this is that Expedition has the leading number of nominees, and it's
it's
not Game of the Year.
it's insane. It's insane, bro. Like what are we thinking here that that is not the Game of the Year? Because like this to me is one of the most complete packages that I've ever
Right.
like like as far as the game goes cuz like gameplay.
Yep.
The turn-based system is fan fucking
It's incredible.
tastic
It's
here.
incredible
Like they
stuff.
really do something with it that hadn't been done so much in the past, maybe in bits and pieces, but the focus that they put
But they
onto
get their
like the
own special.
timing of things
Yeah.
with all of this is just so crisp, well done,
Yeah.
and like well thought out the way that it's implemented. The way that to like the voice acting in this and
Oh
then
yeah.
the characters themselves that are being voice acted and the depth of those characters and the depth of this story
Even like visual
and
design, which is something we haven't really talked about. Like
dude
it's incredible.
yes
It's incredible.
yes
It is
it
very
really
French,
is
but that's like in the best possible sense of that phrase. It is incredibly French.
yeah yeah
It's
and it's
incredible.
awesome that it is that French
Yeah.
like
And like
they literally have those baguette skins and stuff like that
so
like
we looked at the nominees for like voice actors and we have Jennifer English and we have Ben Starr. But bear in mind, we have some people here who are not known for games. We do have Andy Serkis as Renoir.
mhm.
We have him briefly again. Spoiler alert if you didn't know. But we had Charlie Cox, Daredevil, as Gustav.
Right.
It's incredible. It's like this whole game, and I said this when I believe it's when we reviewed Death Stranding 2. Because we got to the end of Death Stranding 2, and of course I talked about it's my as of right now it's my game of the year. It's my a lot of things for it. But when we talked about like what wins game of the year, and I still stand by this. I guess not for this award show. I think it means more for Expedition to win it. Um, because as much as I want Kojima to just win all the things, he has not to say that Sandfall does have like a thing to prove, but like as this being their first game, they're a new
They're a
studio,
newcomer. Yeah.
and like this is
Kojima's a legend.
right. You know,
Right.
like I say,
Right.
literally they're signing like PlayStation's like, please just make a game for us. Sure, I'll call it Fizzle. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Just people are just wanting that. People wanting
More,
that coach,
please.
the Kojima teat, as they say.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
but like these are new folks. Granted, they are from different walks of life in the gaming space. Like one of them was working at Ubisoft. That's hilarious. Stuff like that. And they came together in a very creative and interesting way to make such a passion project that is such a story of something that sounds impossible in 2025 in today's gaming climate. Um, so yeah, I would
Of
say it's
like,
almost downright insulting that it's not nominated. No
yeah,
hate.
the originality behind it, like really being the driving force of just what I believe should be all of the accolades. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like to make something original in today's day and age is very difficult in the first place. Like somebody's going to compare it to something at some point. Like everybody, a lot of people say Expedition 33 is like that's the best Final Fantasy game.
Yeah,
So,
because it has a lot in
but
common with
like
Final Fantasy X. But yes,
right, right. And there is like a
it gets
lot
a
of
lot
like
of fun.
commonality stuff,
Right,
but like to take a formula that's been used so many times before and to make it feel
make it
new
fresh.
and fresh and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like God,
When
and to
even
have that story and that music and
everything.
everything else layered on top of that, it's insane that it's not on this
It
list,
is
man.
the newest entry, and there's so many. And I don't want to sound like we haven't had an entry for this in a while, but like it is the newest strong entry for video games are art.
Yeah.
I know Gollum really gave it a run for its money, but
King Kong just really, yeah, for sure.
um, oh, I forgot about King Kong, but yeah, I just Expedition 33. And no hate, because I do think I imagine you're right there with me. If we're gonna take something off the list, it's either gonna be Sonic Racing or Mario Kart World.
Right.
Um,
Yes.
And
Easy.
my go-to is Sonic Racing just because I haven't played it. um, but you could also take off Mario Kart World and I wouldn't be insulted. Because I'm
Yeah.
more insulted about Expedition not being there. Because I do think this is being a bit dramatic for it, but I do think this is like the gaming version of like a win for the people, if that makes sense. Because it's not a big corporate win. There's no like studio interference or anything like that.
Right.
They did obviously get support from Xbox and Microsoft to help fund and develop the rest of the game, but it is a very small studio that made their own vision, made their own project, and whoever at Xbox found these guys and was like, "Can we put you on Game Pass?" Geniuses. If you already cut that guy, y'all are failures. So it's just, um, but yeah, it's incredible,
But
and I knew that was going to be more talked about than anything that was actually nominated.
then what's like actually
Yeah,
nominated? Because like I have yet to take a point off of my Ghost review
yeah.
as of right now. I'm probably the home screen says I'm 33% through the main story or
Oh, I
something
haven't
like
looked at
that.
that. Fair enough. Yeah,
But I'm not very far into it. I'm doing a lot of the side thing. There's so
yeah.
much
There's
stuff,
so
and I'm
much.
almost at 30 hours now,
Same.
and
Yeah,
there's so much to do, you know.
it's
So,
so much, dude.
um, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. So I very much see how that could end up being a thing. I do have to finish it first before I feel like I can choose it.
Right, and
So,
I feel the same way. Like even when we put that on that list, we just assumed it was going to be that good, and that was with
but
me
then off
talking
of
so much
this
crap
list,
about Ghost One.
then Death Stranding 2, you know, because it is an amazing game. It really,
Right,
really is. Like
right.
my thing. about it is it does get a little crazy,
Damn right
weird
it does.
narratively,
Oh
but
yeah.
that's part of the beauty of it, you know?
You don't
So,
get Kojima without crazy and weird.
um,
But yeah.
and that's one that I actually appreciated the ending of, even if that last boss fight was so so. The the
Okay.
sorry, I just felt like you were gonna punch me after I said that, but
No, I understand it was hard for you.
it was so hard. It wasn't hard at all. Actually, it was too easy. Um,
Oh, don't
but
overcompensate.
yeah, yeah, I would go with that for right now.
Regard like
Since
so because again, we
we're
both
not gonna
have
have
that
the
on our
actual
list.
game of the year on here, so
And this is only the first award show. And I there's no way. There's no way that when we get to the Game Awards, Keeley's Game Awards, there's no way it's not there. I don't think there's any way
no,
it's not
man.
there.
And they need to
Um,
have the musicians perform again.
oh, for
Absolutely.
sure. And I think they're
Yeah.
100% going to. Because from this list that I think is going to carry over, I do think Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to end up making it. I can't think of a year that Nintendo hasn't been up there in some way. And we've already said it, and we haven't found a reason to vote against it yet. Ghost of Yotei, I think, is still going to make it,
Yeah, I think it ends up being on there.
and then
Yeah.
Death Stranding 2 as well. I just all the love to Monster Hunter Worlds. I'm sorry, Wilds and Worlds. Worlds was great too. I don't think it's like game of the year for me,
Mhm.
or but respect that it's going to get that recognition here.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't think it's
Sonic
on my list.
Racing and Mario Kart World. Um, incredible stuff. I gave Mario Kart World an 8 out of 10, and that was with Justin yelling in my ear about how bad it is. Uh, and like, I mean, I just had a really good time with it. You should go listen to what I said about Mario Wonder and the response I got for that. Um, it's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's rough stuff. Actually, if you still listen,
It's too easy.
people are
It's too
monsters, man.
easy,
People are
man.
monsters. I felt like I was like getting like, oh god, I'm just catching strays. Um, but yeah, I do think if you take because it's six. It is six that the Game Awards do. If you take out Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing, Ghost of Yotei, this is where it gets scary. Not Ghost of Yotei, sorry, Monster Hunter Wilds. This is where it gets scary. There's only three more slots. If you were to ask me right now, who gets there in those three slots. I do think, as of right now, I think it's still a strong chance that Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2 should get up there.
Has to be.
I don't think you should go that hard.
Has to be.
So, no, I don't think it has to be.
I think it has to be. I think it is really, it's so
And that's
good.
fine. That
It's
is
so
fine. That it
good.
is really good. But and I'm only saying this because again, I even if it's for a game I like and I would love to see more recognition for, I do think if something is up for best indie, um, unless it's just the most, I guess this would be
Like the
no,
winner of Best Indie should be up there,
I
right?
guess,
Like,
and that's where because you can immediately just argue me down to like because what I'm referring to is Stray was up for best indie of the year and up for best game of the year that year.
right.
And
Yeah.
I was the one in the room that was like, should it be? And then Ashley was like, Chris, shut up. I was
Because it should have
And
been.
no,
Because it should.
again, the logic's 100% there.
But you're trying to spread the love, like you were
Right.
saying.
Right.
Right.
Because at least in my heart, in my mind, yes, there's a competitive edge to this. But at the end of the day, art is not actually sports. So, to
But
say,
it's just crazy, or not crazy. I'm not calling you crazy
go
for
for it,
this
go
because
for it.
I get where you're coming from. But like, to take it out of Best Indie so that it could run in
You're right. The
Game of the
opposite end of
Year
it does also not make sense. You're right. You're absolutely right. And because you've said that, I now don't think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will get up there. Because now it's Hades 2 and Silk Song. Um, oh well, hold on, because that's only two. I'm forgetting one. Oh, and this is what I said to you before. I don't think you're gonna get both Split Fiction and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I don't think Split Fiction is going to be
Yeah,
up there either.
I
Because
just
while
yeah,
the gameplay is very strong and the
mhm,
story is decent, the story is just decent. And I
yeah,
think you really want like a complete package, like we've talked
for
about
sure.
before when it comes to Game of the Year
Yeah,
and its nominees.
you obviously want kart racing. You're right.
Yeah, we've just had way stronger stories
Oh, for sure.
paired with great gameplay
Yeah,
throughout the year year that I think it falls off that
And
list.
maybe we're
Yeah.
just and like I guess I don't have an excuse, but we both had that on both of our because we did an expectation of Game of the Year award nominees, and we both had Split Fiction on there, and I think
Yeah.
that was very recently after you beat it. So maybe that was
Yeah,
it.
because
And again, to be fair,
at the time that I played that game, I'm pretty sure I was saying it was the best game that I had played this year.
he did.
Like at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
And that's
for
because I
sure.
got to Kingdom Come Deliverance later than
Obviously,
it came
like
out. Yeah.
that's
But
much more recently even to now. Oh nope, it's already there. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. So then I think it's gonna be one of those two, unless there's I guess Blueprints is lingering in the wind. I don't think it's gonna be the indie to do both. Because though
and
critically it did well, I don't know.
there's also games that are like yet to come out. Like we don't know how
It's true.
good Outer Worlds 2 is going to be.
So
Um
because this is now what we're gonna use the golden joysticks for. Because they have games nominated that aren't out yet. So I'm gonna assume if it's not on here, it doesn't matter. Because Battlefield 6 is on here, but Outer Worlds 2 is not. So hey,
uh,
Outer Worlds 2 must suck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
or
It's
maybe
just so
nobody got
weird.
advanced copies. I don't know. Like
I mean, reviewers do, but like that shouldn't be what determines that. But regardless, and even with what we're just saying there, because I know we got bogged down a little bit, and we're gonna have a whole conversation about when those nominees are about to come out and all that good stuff.
oh yeah.
It's a tight race for Game of the Year this year. It really is. Even with us like saying like Expedition 33 should take it. Um, at least the ones I just listed that I think would be up there. I'm not gonna be mad if like, dude, you're never gonna see me be mad if Hideo Kojima wins Game of the Year. Like that's insane.
No, yeah. Yeah. I'll
But
never root
like,
against that man, but
right,
I'm rooting for Expedition because
and right,
there's just so many
okay.
factors there. Like it's such a
There's
great
third
game.
degree
I'm also
factors,
like rooting for the people and stuff like
right?
that.
And
Like
that
yeah,
like to say what I was saying earlier, like it feels like again maybe it's a little dramatic, but like it feels like a win for the people and stuff like
yeah,
that. Um, but that is to say, those are the golden joysticks. So we'll see what that shakes up being. Maybe they're always this weird. I don't know. We haven't really followed them before. Maybe we
yeah,
shouldn't. But they do have some good stuff there. Like we were talking about, like having a just having a best supporting actor category. Talk about spreading the love, because those performances, especially in the world where AI is a threat to these people's jobs, spread that love, spread that word,
yeah.
because word of mouth is really going to help these people get those jobs. Obviously, you have people like Troy Baker that just like we know we're giving you that.
We know.
But like not
Yeah.
everyone's Troy Baker. Like the actress Adrian, I forgot her last name there, but who was Hazel. I had not
Mhm.
heard about her before this. I'm not sure if that was her first role or not, but she killed it. And I'm so happy to see
I
her
know it
get
was
a
her first
nomination.
game role. I
Okay,
remember seeing that
okay,
in one of the showcases where they were showing
gotcha.
it. They talked to her. Yeah,
And that's awesome. That's so cool, and we do want more of that. Because I mean, same I guess in the same breath you could say this is Charlie Cox's first game role, and then
it is
it
right.
is
Yeah,
100% is.
yeah.
He refer when he talks about games, he just ages like 80 years.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. He doesn't know a
He
damn
doesn't
thing about
understand.
video games. Yeah, pretty good
But
actor though.
oh,
Pretty
pretty
good
good,
acting.
pretty
Yeah.
good. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be interesting. This is the beginning of the awards race, obviously, and from what we read here, I'm glad it's not. It's not a trending thing from a one show to the other, but I'm very. This is I love award shows. I love award season. We're getting closer. I believe it's the end of October that they announce the nominees for Game of the Year. I believe for the Game Awards, Keeley's Game Awards, because they're the
Oh,
first week of October. I'm sorry, December, the award show.
okay. I thought it was maybe like early November, but that's damn near the same thing.
I was gonna
So
say
that
because
can be the
it's a
same
window.
week, you know.
They could
So
be they
yeah.
could be, but regardless, and I think we are coming up because one of these weeks our whole show is going to be dedicated to officially giving a full rundown of we'll take the last year's categories and what we're going to put from this year into them. And I
Yeah.
would like to do that before the nominees come out. If we don't make it to them, oh wait, no, they're going to announce when the nominees are going to be announced because they do a whole presentation for it, so we'll be fine. But I would love to do that so we can get into the nitty gritty and whatnot. But yeah, man, we're reaching the end of 2025. What a hell of a year it's been in games. It's not over yet, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's been pretty crazy. It's
Next
been
year is gonna be just as packed.
dude, I know, I know. We're gonna have
It's
like
gonna
as of
be
right now,
wild,
there's like
man.
a month, and then it just whoosh, and like
Yeah.
I'm like, but I wanna hop on something that I'm gonna miss this year. I don't know. We're gonna see, man.
Maybe we
Um,
get like a Chronos in there or like I don't know, one of these Avionic Factor. Fucking, I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah, something.
it's a lot. Honestly, a lot of recognition for Avionic Factor tonight.
Yeah, man.
But as we cover these games, as we cover these awards, as we just celebrate games, which is the point of all of this. Ernest, how do people keep up with us? Where can they find us?
So if you'd like to stay up to date with the show, you can find us out here on all these social medias, baby. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. And if you'd like to reach us directly, you can find us at lifeisstorytelling@gmail.com. We appreciate any and all feedback, and we fucking love you.
We love you so much. Be on the lookout for future content this weekend. Ernest is going to have a review of Tron Ares up on Sunday. I'm going to have a review up of Peacemaker Season 2 on Saturday. That's the day before Sunday. And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date with the latest gaming news and reviews that we can provide. And all things nerdy, especially since, dude, I'm heavily back into comics and it's a great time. It's a great time.
Fucking nerd.
Dude, I love it. I love it. It's so good. But thank you all for tuning in, hanging out, and have a great rest of your week.